Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Weekly Planet, the final one for the year,
Whoa.
where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. My name is James, also known as Mr. Sunday. With me, as always, my co-host, Nick Mason.
In the spirit of Christmas and the New Year and forgiveness.
Yep.
I'm not going to mention the TV shoes. Well, even though we could do a whole episode on TV shoes, I think.
You think you could do that?
Yeah.
You think I would roll with that and riff with you the entire time?
I think you would.
I probably would.
Remember that time you were obsessed with James Bond and his brogues or whatever? You remember that?
I don't.
I vaguely remember it. It's vaguely coming to mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, fine. Yeah, look.
Even though he predominantly doesn't wear a brogue, why would he? That's a country shoe. He's a city boy.
Yeah, but you don't think he ever changes up his outfits?
Probably when he went to Skyfall.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a hunting jacket and whatever.
Probably.
Had a shotgun crooked under his arm.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man. Look, big show, Mason. Do you know why?
Why's that?
Because we're doing our best and worst of the year.
That's right. We're giving away some awards.
That's right.
One day somebody's going to accept an award.
They have to.
I think what will happen someday is someone will approach a celebrity we've mentioned on the podcast, like one of our listeners will approach aggressively in the street and just play them the bit.
Yeah.
Like, hey, listen to this, and it'll us be going, oh yeah, and then the winner of best hair is Chris Evans. He's done it again or whatever.
Yeah.
And Chris Evans will be like, oh, okay, man, yeah, great.
This is your show? No, it's the show I listen to. It's our YouTube channel also. Yeah.
But it actually is a show that I'm on because that was me. Hey, Chris Evans, you wear your best hair. Sometimes you wear a wig, though. I know. I've seen it. You wear a wig now.
Sometimes he's wearing a wig.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mason, we're going to get into that, but we're also going to talk about the confirmation of Christopher Nolan's next film and how he tricked us all, Mason.
Tricked us all, didn't he?
Makes me upset.
Or someone tricked us. Some scooper.
Yeah,
some pooper scooper.
We've got it. We're going to talk about some DC updates, including around Creature Commandos 2 and The Flash and that Clayface movie.
Oh, yes.
Also, there might be a Teen Titans movie going into production, it seems.
Oh, yes.
We're going to talk about a director for a Ninja Turtles The Last Ronin movie.
Oh.
And then big Spider-Man 4 news.
How are they going to do a
and
last
Andor.
Ronin?
Andor's
How are they going to do a last Ronin movie? We'll get to it. How are they going to do it?
Well, you said it after you make it the 80s one is the first one and then you jump ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, without spoiling it.
Yeah.
Like everybody knows the twist.
Yeah.
You mix the twist up, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. We might even talk about it in this show.
Let's talk about it in that segment you said where you they announced the movie. We'll talk about it then.
Okay, once we get done with
we'll
the
do a
shoe
big
riff.
spoiler alert.
Yeah, we'll do a spoiler alert.
Yeah.
There's time codes below. Rob Collins, who edits this, who does a wonderful job.
For a wonderful time of year.
That's right.
And any time of year.
Any time of year. And I've been bothering. I had to bother him over the Christmas season, which I didn't like doing. So I was thinking maybe next year we might stop before Christmas.
Interesting.
I don't know, so I'm not bothering everybody.
What if we stop now?
Yeah, we could stop now, I guess.
Okay, bye everyone.
This is good enough, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you have a nice Christmas, James?
I did, actually.
Nice.
What did you do It's Christmas?
I went over to my sister's house.
Oh, yeah, what's she like?
She's nice.
Yeah, is she?
Yes.
All right. Did she
Yeah.
listen to this?
No.
You can say it. What's she really like?
She's nice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. All right. All right, Mason.
Yeah.
Ask me what my brothers are like.
I know your brothers.
Yeah, but what are they? Ask me.
They're dogs. I know.
They're dogs, mate.
They're absolute dogs. Both of them.
And some of them, sometimes they listen to this.
Yeah,
I
I know.
hear this.
That's why I'm saying this. To really let them know that my opinion of them hasn't changed over the years. I still think they're a couple of dogs.
They're dogs.
A couple of low dogs.
Now, just in terms of when we're back, there's going to be a break next week. Then Rob Collins puts together the best of episode.
That's right.
Which goes out on the 13th, which goes anywhere between 2 and 7 hours,
correct.
depending on how funny we were.
Sometimes it's broken into two parts.
Sometimes
over,
it is.
Over a span of weeks.
That's right.
Maybe this time it'll be 2 15-minute episodes
It
over
might
2
be.
weeks. Every year I'm like, I don't think we said enough funny stuff.
No, I don't think so.
But did we say enough interesting stuff?
No.
So no.
Then,
You could just pop in some stuff from previous years. I don't think anyone
think
would
so.
notice.
Nobody cares. Then there might be something extra the week after, something from BigSandwich.co. We'll talk about it, maybe. Well, that might happen.
Okay.
And then we'll be back definitively on the 27th of January.
Terrific.
For a big new start to the year.
That's right.
But we might just pre-record that after this and just...
Yeah.
We'll just be like, I don't know, what happened to you, everyone? It was the 27th of January.
Yeah, we're still
already.
recovering.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we party hard.
No, we'll take a break. We'll come back.
Nice.
All right, let's start with this, Mason.
Go on.
Let's start with this. Christopher Nolan's next film has been announced, and it's not the movie Helicops, which is what we thought.
What a... He's a real one of your brothers as far as...
I agree.
A real low dog.
The lowest of dogs.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's going to be an adaptation of Homer's The Odyssey, which I've not seen.
Okay.
Is it good?
Yes.
It's good, is it?
Yeah, that's right. It's from the 80s, that movie.
Well, no, if it's from the 80s, I probably wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll talk about that in a second. But
Yeah, we'll talk about that. So this is what...
So this is the movie that was announced starring Matt Damon
Yep.
and Tom
Holland.
Zendaya.
Yep. Anne Hathaway,
Mm-hmm.
Lupita Nyong'o, Charlize Theron's got a small role in it as well.
So this is
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, so this is some of Nolan's kind of stalwarts, some of his faves.
Yep.
Matt Damon, of course, often a recurring supporting role in a lot of his stuff. Anne Hathaway has, of course, been in the Interstellar and Batman and etc.
She's also in what's that movie called? Princess Diary. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah, that's right.
And there's a sequel.
Yes, Back in the Habit. I know.
Yes. Sorry, go on.
Back in the Habit of Being a Princess.
Yes, that's right.
And some newbies. So Tom Holland.
Yep.
Yes. But I'm sure what we're getting to here is obviously we'll get to talking about the Odyssey in a moment. But I think what we're getting to here is what kind of a joke has Christopher Nolan played on us? Because this feels like now in retrospect and with the benefit of hindsight, this is a classic little joke that Christopher Nolan, he's there on Christmas Day, he's got his little paper crown on,
Yep.
he's got a little paper scarf that he's made out of crowns,
Yep.
and he's just tittering away with his family, and he's
No
like,
doubt.
I got them good. They all thought I was doing a movie about helicopters called Helicops.
Yeah.
So Helicops Origin Legacy.
I look
That's what
back.
it's gonna be called.
At like when we originally talked about this.
Because there was documentary
Production
evidence.
Weekly said that the next movie was about a pair of aerial helicopter cops with an older mentor and a younger lead.
Right.
And then that also confirmed a rumor that the film is inspired by Blue Thunder, which is a movie from the 80s starring Roy Scheider. Sorry.
You think of Rob Schneider.
I am thinking of Rob Schneider from Jaws, who pilots a stealth super futuristic helicopter called Blue Thunder. And we were like, I guess he's a fan of this movie?
Yeah, or it's something to do with the surveillance state or something. Maybe that's what he's riffing on this time.
There was also a Reddit post from user Doc Jamie J claiming that it was good. Yeah, that talked about how he went into a police station and whatever and did all this. Okay. So there's layers to
Hello,
this.
do you have any helicopters? No. We're your local police station in Surrey or wherever you live.
Oh, yeah. He would live in Surrey, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know. So that's not happening, apparently. Well, the other thing is Tom Holland went on
We only have clubs. We're a British police station.
We're bobbies.
We're bobbies. Do you want to look at our weird helmets? Oh, yes, thank you.
So Tom Holland went on the Dish podcast this week. I don't know if you watched that.
I did see that.
Yeah. And he said, hasn't started shooting yet. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't know anything about it. I'm super excited. Everything is very hush-hush. I met with Nolan. It was awesome. He's kind of... I know I should be doing the voice.
Yeah, but that's fine.
It's
Christmas. Let's not do
Let's
the voice.
not. Let's give him a break. He kind of loosely pitched what it was, and I'm sure when he's ready, he'll announce what it is. So I don't know. Do you... What it is... Because he has a very dry sense of humor. If you see him in interviews, like, he does seem stoic and serious, but there is that kind of
he's funny, yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, did all of this come from, because you've mentioned there all the clues here you've mentioned a bunch of different sources, but did they all come from the same guy?
Is he going to do it?
Is this Nolan's? Did all this come from Nolan's camp, or did somebody just? Is it one of those things where somebody faked up that, because there was a little production slip or something like that? A thing you can't fake. A piece of white paper with some black writing on it.
Yeah.
You can't fake that.
Yeah.
And it said helicopter cops, and it was like authorization to film or whatever. So did somebody make that, and then everybody else, including us, jumped on it because we're stupid?
Yeah.
And then somebody went, well, what if I also say that it's based
Came to my
on...
brother's police station and whatever.
Exactly, that's right, yeah.
Maybe it's happening, but it's like a Jonathan Nolan TV show and he's producing or whatever.
Oh, there's two projects.
Because he's doing Westworld, Jonathan
James,
Nolan.
What about this? What if Christopher Nolan is doing The Odyssey and his brother is doing the Blue Thunder TV series, but it's the same cast?
Yes,
and
that
it's got
would be cool.
parallels.
Yeah. What if it is the same production? Maybe it's Homer's The Odyssey / Helicops.
Maybe it is.
It's set in the future or whatever, or the near future or the 80s or something.
Yeah, Odysseus meets the helicopter cops. It's a Scooby-Doo meets Batman situation.
I did get my son a Scooby-Doo meets Batman comic for Christmas, which we've been reading through.
Oh, is that back? That concept?
Yeah. Because this one's from like 2020.
Okay, right.
But yeah.
All right,
There's a few volumes.
Okay. So interestingly...
The first story,
here
right?
we
The
go.
first one was
Yes.
like Batman got his gloves stolen from an exhibition, so he got in the Scooby gang to like work out.
Did he infiltrate them as matches?
No, he just called them and they were there. And I'm like, this is the first volume. And I guess they just know each other.
Well, yeah, because they know each other from the 60s.
Oh, that's a good
cartoon
point.
Came out.
Well, this one was set in 2020, so I don't understand how any of that works. But anyway.
Sliding timescale.
Yeah, sliding timescale. So anyway, he's like.
But different because Batman doesn't age, but the Scooby Gang do. So they're like, we're going to go on an adventure, Scooby Gang. They're like, we're so old.
The dog's dead.
Daphne's also dead.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
She lost her glasses and then No, that's Velma. Well, Daphne has glasses.
She would have had glasses at this point.
Daphne lost her glasses. She got hit by a bus.
Yeah. So the first one, they have to figure out what of Batman's. He gave some of his suits to a museum. We'll get back to helicopters.
Okay.
Suits to a museum.
I mean, first, that's bad practice.
I agree.
I mean, there's probably DNA
in it, Batman.
Yeah.
It's 2020.
You've pissed in them?
You dumbass.
Did you clean them out?
He definitely did it.
There's no way Batman would donate his suits.
Well, he did.
Wow.
Anyway, so he's like, this is my first suit, but the gloves are different. They're not the original gloves, which means these have been taken. But the thing is, they must have been taken from the case when I first used them because that no one got into the Batcave. Like Alfred said that they didn't.
Oh, so Alfred did it.
Yeah, well, he's like, and I have no memory of this. So what I'm going to do, I know a guy who uses hypnosis and time travel, and he's going to send Scooby and Velma and Shaggy back to the past. And I'm like, what?
To play the games that suck ass? But did he actually send them back in time?
Yeah.
Send their minds back
No,
in time?
he said
Is this a Days of Future Past situation?
No, they just went back.
Did he send their minds back in time to their past bodies?
No.
So this guy does hypnosis on you and then you go back in time.
Yeah, they
This
literally
is insane.
blinked out of existence and appeared in Batman's first case. And they get there and they see Batman and what happens is they end up swapping gloves with him.
Okay.
And then they go back to the present day and it turns out that it was them that swapped the gloves and it's some kind of Ouroboros time loop situation.
Whoa.
And I'm like, what the fuck mystery story is this to open with a time travel paradox kids fucking Scooby-Doo Batman story? My son's like, what happened? And I'm like, I don't really know.
And then Batman's like, hey, hypnosis time travel guy, any chance we could go back in time and stop Joe Chill shooting my parents in that alley? And he's like, nah, I've run out of time travel juice. Sorry, I ran out of time travel juice when I did the glove swapping thing. So sorry, your parents have to remain dead.
Can you believe that's the first comic? Can you believe that? Out of the gate. It's not like they go to a haunted fucking carnival and there's there's a guy there and whatever, and it's probably the Joker, etc.
And most of the time, it's nothing supernatural happens.
No, they time travel.
guy in a mask.
But like it was nothing. It wasn't even like
this is the craziest thing we've ever seen.
It's just like I know this guy who does time travel hypnosis.
Wow.
Insanity. Helicopters. Anyway, Christopher Nolan's next film, The Odyssey, is a mythic action epic shot across the world using a brand new IMAX film technology.
Oh, yeah,
love that.
Right, yeah.
The film
Carbon fiber.
That's right. The film brings
quieter than ever. And he would like that because he'd be like, quieter on set.
Everybody be
quiet on set, quieter.
No sitting, no pissing, everybody.
That's right.
You know he doesn't go to the bathroom or whatever?
No,
he said that. Robert Downey Jr. asked him, he's like, when do you go to the bathroom? And he's like, I go at 8 a.m. and 6 p.m.
How vulgar of
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. I suppose you're urinating all day, are you, Robert?
The film brings home his foundational saga to IMAX.
I'll just add that to the schedule. My assistant. Robert will be pissing all day.
The film brings home his foundational saga to IMAX film screens for the first time and opens in theaters on July 17th, 2026, so 2 and a bit years away.
Okay.
So yeah, if the Odyssey, do you want a little update? Do you want a little synopsis?
I love a little synopsis.
It follows the story of the Greek hero Odysseus.
Yes.
Odysseus, as he journeys home after the Trojan War, presumed dead. Odysseus and his wife Penelope and son Tumultuous contend with various suitors who compete for Penelope's hand in Odysseus' absence.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's the first I'm hearing of any of this.
It's set after Troy.
Yes.
The movie Troy, if you've ever seen that.
Also, there's been an Odyssey movie this year.
Was there?
It's the one that Ralph Fiennes got really shredded for.
Oh, damn, that
was
the
return. That's the Odyssey.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
Damn.
But anyway, there's been a bunch of the Odysseys over the years. My Brother We're Out There is the Odyssey. That's my fave pick for an Odyssey movie.
Okay.
James.
Is this a sci-fi situation, do you think, though? Do you think he's making it?
No, I think this might be his go at. I reckon we might even be seeing some sort of Clash of the Titans or
like a Ray Harryhausen.
Yeah, Ray Harryhausen claymation situation. Because they did some of that in Skeleton Crew, as I understand.
They did some stop motion in that. You been watching that?
No.
It's good.
Okay, then I'll get back to it. I'll give it a bit of time after this.
Good, Mason.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this might be like his take on that.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where his tastes lie. Besides,
unless this is all a lie.
This might be a lie. Maybe it is helicopters again.
God,
Yeah.
This guy, how does he do it?
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever he's doing.
He's doing a modern day interpretation of SWAT cats.
What's SWAT? Was that like a Ninja Turtles knockoff or something?
It was like an animated series from like the 90s, I think.
SWAT cats. Do I remember this one?
You might.
Oh, yeah, I know this. Yeah, it is. It's one of those biker mice from Mars, etc.
Yeah,
It's one of those ones. There's only 2 of them.
I don't know.
It's called SWAT Cats, the Radical Squadron. But there's 2 of them. Why are there only 2 SWAT cats?
Because one has to be played by Matt Damon and one has to be played by Tom Holland.
That's a good point.
So it's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess
it's synchronicity, isn't it?
You need at least 3, man.
It's Syncope.
Yes, it is.
Which is the name of his production company.
It's cats with a K, by the way.
We know.
Do we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's pronounced SWAT cats.
SWAT cats. Great. Anyway, whatever Nolan's doing, I'm interested.
Same.
He's always doing stuff, and I like.
He's always doing stuff. Yeah.
And he's he hasn't had a movie since like last year, and we need another one.
It's true. Yeah.
So get on it, man.
Has he done before? He's not done anything kind of mythical
Apparently
beast
he
situations.
He turned down Troy for Batman.
Oh right. Yeah. Okay.
I read that in a comment, so I don't know whether that's actually true.
Okay.
But maybe it's just been in his brain the whole time.
Yeah. Maybe I missed out on Troy. I would have done a better Troy.
Do you think he would have done a better Troy?
The Troy that came onto screen was hot garbage.
I thought it was all right.
Well, what you think is all right could bloody fill a warehouse, James.
Do you think?
Yes, James.
Do you like SWAT cats?
Yes.
Okay.
I would come home from school and I would watch SWAT cats.
Wait, how old are you? Because SWAT cats came out in 1993.
Film school. I came home from film school.
Great.
I watched SWAT cats. and I would wish that my oeuvre would be as good as SWAT cats, and now it will be.
I guess it will be after you do this, whatever you're fucking Christopher Nolan. That's right. I was going to say James Gunn. You're Christopher Nolan.
Correct.
Okay, should we move it along?
Yes.
Here's some DC updates, Mason.
Go on.
James Gunn was asked, why are they doing a Clayface movie?
James, why?
He said, because of the number one rule here.
Run up to James Gunn, show him your phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because the number one rule here at DC, no movie will be greenlit before the script is ready, and Flanagan's script was ready. So there you go. He was asked about The Flash. What are you going to do with the character The Flash? Even though we just had The Flash movie, which he endorsed and said was the best movie ever made.
That's right, he did.
Bearing in mind, it's not. It's terrible. It's a terrible movie. It's
pretty bad,
It's a ghoulish nightmare.
Yeah. Sometimes you need a ghoulish nightmare.
Yeah, throw one in there.
Chuck it in.
Get one a year.
Yeah.
And he said, and as for The Flash, we're holding a beat on development.
Interesting.
I would say that makes sense. Give it a minute, yeah?
Yeah, give it a minute.
Put him in a Justice League movie at some point or something.
Yeah.
Or put him in the background of Creature Commandos, and then we can fold him in later.
I think they have done that. I think it's Wally West.
Good. Good.
Yeah. Because we're doing, with the new DCU, we're doing, established universe for a number of years.
Yeah.
So probably been time for a couple of the Flashes.
I would say almost certainly, Mason.
Mm-hmm.
And also we got confirmation that Creature Commandos is getting a season 2.
That's right.
Which isn't surprising.
It's a big hit, apparently. A lot of streams and so forth. But who knows?
I saw him, I think it was on Happy, Sad, Confused, the podcast. It might have been that or a different one. I think it was that one.
Was it our podcast?
Yeah, it was on our podcast where he spoke to us. And he said...
James and Meso.
Yeah. Listen up.
Listen. That's right.
He said Creature Commandos, because he wrote that, and he wrote it before he took over the DCU, and then he did that, and then he wrote Superman as directing Superman. It was too many things. So I don't know, maybe he'll step back a bit for season 2 of this.
Maybe.
I do not really know. Teen Titans, though, that's getting a movie. Do you remember this?
I've heard of Teen Titans.
So this is via Production Weekly. Famously lied to us.
I was going to say, that is a name that's going to be etched in my brain forever. Production Weekly. Fake. Made up.
Apparently, their synopsis
we're keeping you up to date on Production Weekly. Liars.
Yeah, doubtful.
Wow. Anything with weekly in the name.
I agree.
Dogs, liars.
Low.
Yeah.
They say the Teen Titans are further apart than ever before. This is their synopsis. Until Damian Wayne recruits Starfire, Raven, Beast Boy, and new Kid Flash to join him in a fight against his own grandfather, Ra's al Ghul. Teen Titans are further apart than ever before until he recruits the Teen Titans?
Sure.
Is what I'm reading here.
Yep.
So, okay. Apparently that's not true.
Okay, great.
Well, this is what Daniel Richmond is saying.
Wow, another lie from Production Weekly. Wow, are they all going to be submarine captains? Production Weekly? Is that what's happening in the Teen Titans movie?
I don't want that.
New enemy for 2025.
Agreed.
Production
But let's
Weekly.
start now.
That's
so
what I'm
when we
saying.
come back,
Yeah.
we're ready.
Seething with hatred.
Yes.
Great.
Daniel Richterman, who has a 78.35% accuracy rate in terms of scoops.
Better than a flip of the coin.
Definitely. He says the team they're using is the same as Teen Titans. Presumably Teen Titans Go.
Except the Robin is Damian Wayne.
Well, no, he's saying it's Dick Grayson, Robin, Raven, Starfire, Cyborg, and Beast Boy, which is the team in the show.
Yeah, right.
Also, I think I mentioned this last week, but I've been watching a bit of that with my kids. It's great. It's so fucking funny and strange and like a lot of weird deep cuts. And if that's the team that like kids know, that kids know, then yeah, you would go with that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Dynamic.
Teen Titans go with that.
Exactly.
Is it in the series? Is it unclear which Robin it is? It's just Robin?
No, it's Dick Grayson.
Oh, it is Dick Grayson.
I'm pretty sure.
We'll see. There you go.
Let me check.
Guess it's not that clear.
No, it is.
Is it? Because do you ever see them as their civilian identities, or it's just one of those shows where they're just
Robin? Let's have a look at this. I'm just looking at all these voice actors, and they're all adults.
Whoa!
What the hell?
Wow.
Which? God, I can't. Maybe it's not. He dresses like. Yeah, but who knows?
Well, see, that's the thing. I saw a discussion about this recently that because you know how there's multiple Robins, James. You're aware of this.
No, he says it's Richard John Grayson.
Okay.
So it is. Yeah. Sorry, go on.
That one of the Robins, Tim Drake, who's the third Robin.
Who's Tim Gray? This guy doesn't know anything.
Something
TV production.
TV shoes. TV shoes.
No.
TV
you said you'd let that go, and you said you wouldn't throw it in my face.
No, I said I would.
That's what you
throw
do
it
in a
your
relationship.
face.
You don't hold on to things.
Yeah, it's interesting. No, I do. That's why all my relationships are so good. I've cracked the code.
Yeah, you might have.
That Tim Drake gets kind of short shrift in like modern Batman adaptations because he's got like they've retrofitted all his stuff to the other Robins.
Yes,
because like
he was the best detective.
Well, he was the best detective, but he also got the modern uniform. Like Dick Grayson and Jason Todd both got the short pants. They got the short pants look, which doesn't work in a modern setting. And when they did Tim Drake, they gave him long pants and they gave him the black cape with the yellow on the inside and they gave him the bow staff and they made him the detective and blah, blah, blah. So whenever they do an adaptation of that, like when they did Titans, the live action show, Dick Grayson got that suit.
Shouldn't get that.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Give him his little underpants.
Give him the underpants. Exactly right.
Well, speaking of Scooby-Doo Batman.
So what I'm saying is basically Tim Drake, as a result, in like the wider like media sphere, doesn't have an identity. Because they're just like, oh, he's just a Robin. But he's the one where they got all the good stuff.
Sometimes he's got a shaved head.
Sometimes he has a shaved... Oh, yeah, in the Arkham games, he's got a shaved head.
Yeah, but like...
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
He's your favourite, though, isn't he?
He is my favourite.
Yeah, well, he sucks.
Yeah, I know.
He sucks.
He's my favourite. I've cracked the code.
He's so vague and amorphous that you can just give his abilities and looks to other people, you know? That's the kind of people you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so speaking of Scooby-Doo, which we were in that comic, it's Robin and he's got the little... green underpants, and my son was like, "Why is he just wearing little green underpants?"
That's a great point.
That's another thing about this comic that I don't understand.
Yeah,
mostly the time travel stuff. That's the most confusing element to me. Yeah.
Back in the day, James's son, children just wore short pants all the time.
Yep.
Even going to church or whatever, they
would
had
go to church.
Pants. You had to graduate to long pants.
Yeah, that's right. You wear short pants and a feather boa, and you go to church.
That's right.
All right, this is via My Time to Shine Hello.
Oh, big liar.
Not as accurate, 63.33% accuracy. This is on via Marvel Studio spoilers.
Yeah, but again, that's better than a flip of a coin.
It is.
Also,
yeah. But, you know, it's not nothing.
It's, well.
Well, I've seen in the comments people are like, well, you know, My Time to Shine Hello had a good run.
Okay,
and so maybe the initial stuff was good, and maybe
well, that's all you need. You need a few good guesses initially, and then all of a sudden you're a scooper.
Yeah, we could do that.
And again, I don't like their username because it's like now it's my time to spread lies.
Hello,
hello.
Anyway, they're saying that James Wan is being looked at to direct Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin adaptation. That's also currently getting a video game, a third-person God of War reboot style.
Okay.
Et cetera and so forth.
So there might be some spoilers here when we talk about this. So
let's spoil it.
So it's a comic book. It's a comic book limited series and some spin-offs now, I think.
Yeah, there's a bunch of spin-offs.
Set in the future of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe, in which
we covered it at BigSandwich.co.
We did. It's true. In which 3 of the Ninja Turtles have died and there's one left, and initially you don't know who it is, and it's who's survived, and they have to get revenge on the remnants of the Foot Clan that are now a corporation and blah blah blah. All that sort of stuff. And part of the mystery is who is the last Ronin.
Yeah.
But we won't say.
We will say it now. There's spoilers. Time code's below if you're doing a jump ahead. It's Michelangelo.
That's right. Because he's the party dude and you never expected.
And he's kind of, because he disappeared for like 15 odd years or whatever, but he's continued to mutate.
Now he's in his 30s.
Yeah, now he's in his 30s.
Or
Yuck.
40s.
We should get buckets because we're just vomiting on the floor.
That's true. We've been doing that for 10 years. Yeah.
And
our traditional 10-year cleaning is coming up.
Oh, yeah.
So once we've done that.
I reckon we could probably leave it for another 10 years.
I think so too, yeah. Yeah, what's skipping one? It's fine. It's
fine.
People are busy over the New Year's. We don't get the cleaners.
Oh, very busy.
But once we've done that, I reckon we get the buckets, you said. Yeah.
Get the buckets. So and he's like further evolved and mutated, like he's stronger. And he's
more of a party dude.
Yeah, he basically has all the abilities of all of them now, essentially. And they follow him like ghosts and tell him what to do. And you're saying, where do you set this? That's what you were saying up top, right?
No, I wasn't saying that.
You were saying, like, how does this work in terms of like a continuity-wise?
Well, I'm saying, how does it work in the sense of, I mean, I guess it's the same with every adaptation. It's
a legacy sequel.
Yeah, but also, how are you going to, it's not going to be a surprise to anyone.
Yeah.
Which Ninja Turtle it is. One, because we've just spoiled it now for people.
Sure.
And two, because you can just look at the original comic book and go, will the marketing be it's a huge reveal of which Ninja Turtle it is? Or are they just going to go, it's the one that's left and that's the deal? Do they push the idea of like, maybe in the marketing they reveal who it is and then they push... he used to be the party dude, and now he's a serious dude. Serious dude in his 40s.
He hasn't been to
and
a
that's
party.
relatable to people because people who read the Ninja Turtles and watched the cartoon as kids now they're not party dudes anymore.
They're not party dudes,
except for the ones who are party dudes.
Some of
and
them
that's
still
sad.
party. Some of them, no, it's not sad.
Oh, well,
it's just good.
Is it?
It's good that you can still do it.
What about the day after? How you feel after that?
Me specifically?
Yeah, you specifically.
We're not talking about me.
I was talking about you. How do you feel? Because I've seen you afterwards.
And?
You look great.
Thanks, man.
But seemingly you feel awful.
No.
And you're dead behind the eyes.
That's different.
But
That's unrelated.
you were dead behind the eyes the night before as well.
Exactly.
So. Yeah.
So, yeah, I see what you're saying. Well, look, here's an example, and we're looking at these next year. In The Winter Soldier, the twist is that it's Bucky.
Correct.
But you would know that going in if you knew anything about Marvel Comics. I think it's fine. I think the comic works beyond... like who it is. And maybe they could change it. I don't think they will.
No, I don't think they will.
I think it would
doesn't
upset
work as
people.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could only make it Donatello.
You can make it Raphael.
No, because he's the loner, whatever,
he's
whatever
even
guy.
more of a loner.
But
I guess you could you could change it from... I think you could invert any of them. You could go, okay, it's Raphael. And
like turn them inside out.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's the last Ronin Inside Out Ninja Turtles. But you could do Raphael as the loner and he's angry, or he was, and now he has to find his inner peace.
Just to party down.
Maybe he has to party down. Yeah. Exactly. Or Leonardo was very stoic and the leader, but now he's got no one to lead, so now he's got to find his inner rage or whatever.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I guess you could.
Yeah.
But
they won't, because why would they change it?
No, I think also in the comics, I think there was going to end up being a second The Last Ronin. I think another one of them will have survived.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, that's all kind of vague enough.
Okay.
I can't remember who specifically, but some of them where you're like, I don't know, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because two of them were shot in the head and one just paper cut his finger.
And
he's like, oh, I've got to go.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to him.
Yeah. And he fell off a bridge.
He did fall off a bridge.
Into a river.
Yeah. But it was a river of Dettol, so he's
was
fine.
It?
Yeah,
oh,
it cleans that one.
And he's
out.
a turtle man.
He is a turtle man, yeah.
I hope this is true. James Wan, I think, is... he's done action. He did a good Fast and Furious movie.
It's true.
He did the one where a guy died and he still finished it.
That's true.
So, yeah, I like his work.
So you're saying even if one or more of the turtles actually die in this...
That's what I'm saying.
It'll still be fine. Okay.
I know I mentioned this earlier, but how do you feel about this being a sequel to, like, the 1990 original?
Yeah, that would be cool as hell.
1990? There's 1990, isn't it?
Something like that,
Yeah.
I should use the old rotting turtle suits. You know, what remains of them? You've seen them?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who voiced it? Because I know like Corey Feldman's in that.
Yeah.
Judith Hoag's in it. Oh, Judith Hoag would be great. Get her back. Get Elias Koteas back.
Yeah.
I mean, he in the comics. I mean, you could change this. Casey Jones is dead.
Yeah, but flashbacks.
It's fine.
Yeah. Flashbacks. Put him back in a denim vest.
Bring back Sam Rockwell because he's in the original Ninja Turtles movie.
Right.
Bring back the Super Shredder. Well, he died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's voicing Michelangelo here? I can't see. Oh, Robbie Wrist. Yeah, bring him back.
Okay.
Or someone who can go, whoa, or more like, whoa-ho.
Well, you did it just
yeah.
then, so.
Yeah, I'll do it. Mm-hmm. And he's 60.
Sure.
Basically 40.
So put them back in the suits. Put them all back in the suits.
Well, he's the voice, and
no,
then
but I'm
there's the
saying,
stunt
put them
actor.
I'm saying put them in the suit for the first time.
Okay.
Save a bit of money. You put the voice actors in the suits.
Do you think they're going to do suits?
I hope they would.
If I had to guess, and I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
Watch me do this.
Okay.
They're going to do real practical suits, but they're going to do like the Deadpool mask where you put a little more expression into it. Though animatronics are good enough where you could just do it like they used to do it. I don't want to see like how they've done it in fucking the Michael Bay ones. I don't like that.
No.
Maybe that's more aesthetically.
Uh-huh.
I don't like it, but
I think it'll be a much more interesting throwback if they were practical suits.
yeah. There's been, I don't know if you've seen like people have done like concepts for this and whatever, like fan films using Blender and whatever, which is a program that makes CGI people.
Interesting.
And it looks pretty good. Like you could do it CGI now and you could get it to look as good.
And they've done it with AI.
Did they use
That's
AI?
also incredible.
Yeah, that's good.
Just a guy running around.
Just a guy
See that
run-
one? You seen that one this week?
No.
It's like, we've made a full heist movie, and it's just
yeah.
a guy driving in a car, and he's wearing a suit, then he's wearing a leather jacket, and then he's wearing a t-shirt, and he's just driving.
Because he's in the high, so he's changing his outfits.
Yeah, while driving, exactly. And then he's just driving, and then a bunch of stuff's on fire in the background for no reason. And then he just crashes into a bin, and then he gets out and he just runs.
What's the heist? He already did it?
I don't know. It's intriguing though, isn't it? I've intrigued you, haven't I?
Yeah.
Even with the description, and the description is good enough to put into a chat thing in GPT or whatever and build this thing, so it's perfect.
Yeah, you're right.
And then he's running, and then the police are running, and they're just shooting at him.
Does he get away?
No, then he gets there. And
To where?
It's there. There's some police, and there's,
Like a barrier?
yeah, maybe just a vague place where he stops.
This is very
Intriguing.
compelling.
It's very compelling, isn't it? And then the police are there, but they're dressed differently. They're different police. Like the previous police had like the pale blue shirts.
Yeah.
But then when it's other police, they're all in
Did
like
he
black
run into a
leather
different
jackets.
state?
He must have run into a different, but I mean, that's compelling, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Because we didn't see him do that.
And then it's like the heist.
What did he say? What does he say?
He says one line, but I don't know what it is because I've watched it with sound off. Because I mean, come on. But it's incredible. But it's
Hey,
like,
man, if you make something like that, you shouldn't put it out.
right?
You know?
No, you should put it out and be very proud of it.
Okay.
But here's the thing, like in the future, I'm sure this will get better.
Of
but
course
also,
it will.
what's that for? Like, what is it? Like you had some questions, and I think reasonable questions of like, why is he doing it? What's it for? Like, it's meaningless. It means nothing. Even if they made it so he didn't change his outfit every time.
Yeah,
or
it would
his
still
look.
be...
Sometimes he has a beard. Sometimes it's just a mustache. Sometimes it's long hair, short hair. But even if it was seamless,
Is this on Twitter?
yeah, it was on Twitter.
Yeah, of course.
Even if it was seamless, what's the heist?
Yeah, what is it?
What is it?
Yeah.
Why is he doing it?
Is it just him?
What it looked like, unless it's the guys are switching out. But then it's like, and what's it for? Why does he need to do it? Why do we want him to get away with it or not get away with it?
Do we like that?
Do we like that? You know,
We do.
yeah. Maybe if there's some AI guys listening,
Yeah.
and there are,
Yeah.
I want to know why. If you want to make, first of all, don't.
Yeah.
But if you feel compelled to, give me a scene where I understand why anyone is doing anything.
It can't be, I don't know, I can't imagine it would be like creatively fulfilling to make something like that.
I don't know.
But like that specifically?
Well, it seems to be.
I mean, I understand like using the tools to like enhance a project. You know what I mean? Like I understand that element of it.
Yeah. I mean,
Because,
we use that to our jokes.
yeah, exactly. And like, because, thank you, AI. That was actually real fart. Mason really did that.
Yeah.
But
But I call my butt AI.
yeah, but also like AI, they're just saying everything is AI. Like even things that aren't really.
Yeah, right, uh-huh.
You know, so I don't know, man. I hate that. All of that, what you said.
Thank you.
You shouldn't have brought it up.
I know. That's why I did.
This next one's via My Time to Shine Hello.
Oh, famous liar.
It says it's got 63.33% accuracy
We know.
rate.
You mentioned that. Has it dropped since the last time you mentioned it?
Yeah, it's gotten lower significantly.
Interesting,
Yeah. Better than a flip of a coin though.
Barely.
But a lot of the stuff they front ended their
What
spot.
an odd sense of deja vu I'm having. But continue.
This is Spider-Man 4 news.
Okay.
Not the original Sam Raimi one. This is the
No,
Tom
no.
Holland one.
But it probably will have Tobey Maguire in it.
Probably. Well, there was rumors that it was going to be, they wanted to make a ground level and Spider-Man's back on the street.
Yeah.
Because that's how the last movie ended. There's
But
rumors
how are we going to do famous cameos if he's just ground level on the street?
you could meet Craven.
Yeah, that's
There's rumors of a big multiverse movie that Sony wanted to do, and,
Woo!
and they're going to bring back Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire and whatever. It's also, I think, set between Avengers movies.
Okay.
So I guess if it's a Battle World situation, they could just put New York in
New York's in Battle World,
Battle
baby.
World, but everyone still has to go to work.
Yeah. And what if there was a heist?
What if there was?
And there's a guy who's driving a car and then
There's
he
a
drives
fire.
into a bin.
There's a fire.
Inexplicable fires.
The cops are chasing
Yeah.
him. Yeah, and his beard keeps changing.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Disguises.
Yeah, well, apparently Tom Holland likes the story, but Kevin Feige does not, and they are now rewriting it and changing everything.
Whoa.
Script isn't ready yet and won't be for a while. That being said, this does have a hard release date, which could move.
What an incredible scoop.
Yeah.
It's not ready.
It's not
and
ready.
we don't know what it is really.
24th, 2026.
And two of the people behind it have differing ideas of what they want it to be.
Yes.
This is all crazy stuff that you couldn't make up.
I agree. Are you also unprovable?
Unprovable. Yeah.
24th of July, 2026. So this has to film this year, next year.
Unless Kevin Feige and or Tom Holland release a joint statement saying, yes, we did recently have discussions and we differed in our ideas.
But we love each other.
And there's no way to confirm
But we love each other.
But we love each other, yes, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they are working on it next.
Tom Holland's in the Odyssey.
He is.
Odyssey Helicopter Cops Legacy Origins.
I mean, they're going to have to, he's obviously mapped out his year. He hasn't worked in 3 years. He hasn't made something in 3 years.
Well, that's true.
So
he's made Bureau.
He did make a Bureau. I want to try his Bureau. Not a plug.
Yeah.
Because I like a non-alcoholic beer. I enjoy it. No, just in general. Or non-alcoholic Guinness.
Oh.
Sometimes I just drink alcohol, though.
Sometimes you do, that's true.
Straight up.
And you don't have a problem.
No.
Interesting.
People think I'm okay. Mason, this is via Forbes.
Okay.
Andor season 2, did you see the budget of this?
$400 million, $460 million, something like that?
Well, they say that the total spending on Andor has now reached $645 million.
Oh, that's more.
Which presumably includes the first season.
Right,
This comes after spending a record $290.9 million on the production of season 2. Now, this isn't just a lot of money, Mason.
It is.
It's not just that.
No, that's true.
It's the highest ever annual spending for a Star Wars production throughout the 47-year history of the franchise.
Whoa.
Higher than the $280.7 million spent on The Last Jedi during its 11 months of production.
Oh, we know how that turned out, don't
Yeah.
we? No, that turned
I mean, it
out.
made over $1 billion, so it did well. As well as the $243.8 million spent on The Force Awakens.
Oh, we know how that turned out.
Again, it made $2 billion.
Oh, no, that turned
Did
out.
really well for Disney. I mean, they don't know what they're doing, but they did make a lot of
right.
money. Yeah, I saw the argument made also that this takes away from smaller shows,
Right,
not just in Star Wars, but just in general. What this has
for Disney
$30 million, just in general, just
Right.
these production budgets just wildly spiraling.
But, as a last hurrah for Star Wars, because there'll be no more Star Wars after this.
I would like this to be finished.
And that's fine. That's perfect. Spend all the money you want.
Yeah.
Spend all the money and all of the next 10 years Star Wars budget on this show so they can't make any Star Wars for 10 years.
Yep.
At least. And then have a really good idea for Star Wars and then make another Star Wars.
I agree.
Or make Ahsoka season 2.
Yeah, whatever.
And Obi-Wan Kenobi season
Make
2.
an okay thing.
Make Obi-Wan Kenobi meets Ahsoka.
He could. I mean, he has.
Yeah.
But he could do it again.
Yeah.
What if he met her again?
In a different context.
I remember you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hung out a lot.
We were friends.
Yep. This cannot be profitable
No.
as a streaming service.
Oh, absolutely not. No.
There's no fucking, there's no,
All right, language. I know things are heated right now.
there's no action figures of this. This is for adults who like Star Wars.
Yeah.
And that's really it. There's not, this is an anti-capitalist Star Wars, TV series from Disney.
Yeah, but I mean also they're,
Yeah, there's TIE fighters or whatever.
But also they're banking on the idea that people who don't like Star Wars or don't like Disney or don't like Marvel or whatever sign up for Andor and then just never cancel it for the next 10 years.
That's a good point,
And then
actually.
it's covered.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what's going to happen to us.
Well, they make Andor World at Disney Park.
Andor World.
Yeah.
Come and get shot in the back.
Where you're in a prison. Hope you can swim. Because that's the only way to the gift shop.
Surely they would have other ways to the gift shop.
Nope.
No?
No, it's swim and get a gift or die.
Okay.
Get a keychain.
Get
Or
a
die.
keychain or
Get a
die.
keychain or die, yeah.
Can I get a BB-8 keychain?
Yes.
In the Andor universe?
Yep.
All right, great.
They made them then.
They made them then, did they
Made 'em then,
probably?
you just didn't see them.
I didn't see them. Yeah,
Yep.
I guess I haven't really
Yeah,
been
yeah.
looking. Yeah. Great. This is out April 22nd, 2025. Yeah. Very keen on this. 12 episodes. I'm going to rewatch the first season again. I've already rewatched it.
You think Andy Serkis is going to come back?
I think he said he might, yeah.
Flashbacks or for real?
I don't know.
Turns out I can swim. I can swim the whole time.
What did he say he couldn't?
I was lying to
Why?
make you
But-
feel better, to inspire you. And this is my real voice.
Oh.
Inspiring, isn't it?
I don't like it.
Interesting. Now I'm on a jet ski.
Are you?
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. I'm off to the gift shop.
Are you? I didn't know. You can get gifts. You can get jet skis in Star Wars and
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We call them jet ski speeders.
do
Yes.
they hover?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
It is pretty good.
Yeah, shut up. Pretty good.
I will.
Just go.
I'm going. Vroom. I'll do a quick
You just
viewing.
said vroom. You didn't.
I know. It's a preview for what I'm going to do.
You're holding up the line, man.
Vroom.
There's a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, Mason, let's move it along. We finally made it to the end of the year.
Oh, finally.
Bloody took long enough.
Oh.
When is it going to be 2025 so we can start everything again?
Next week.
We're caught in a loop.
You think so?
I think so.
Some sort of time loop?
I don't know about that. I think just like a mundanity kind of thing, you know?
Oh, no.
You know, you're doing the same thing again and again.
Not me. I'm
Really?
I'm filled with thrills every week.
You cry all the time.
Yeah, because I'm thrilled. Hashtag filled with thrills. Filled with thrills, no frills.
Now, I do want to shout out colleagues
That's right. Our friend Rob Collings.
who compiles this every year.
Yeah,
And plus the results.
that's right.
It's no mean feat, Mason.
Absolutely.
It's no small feat, I should say.
And it helps remind us what we actually watched and saw this year and what even came out this year.
Yes, exactly.
Madam Web this year.
Yeah.
Craven this year.
We should have also
Argyle
this
year.
goddamn year. I should have also mentioned it because it did go out a week before I mentioned it on the podcast,
Uh-huh.
so that is my fault. There are still 4,000 votes, and we're of course recording a little bit early.
That's more than we have listeners.
It is.
Where did the votes come from?
I don't actually know.
You
Well,
think
here's the
this is-
thing.
You think this is a scam?
Collins has said the survey did make it to the Transformers Twitter, so that might have some influence on a couple of categories. We bless them, we forgive them.
Best hair, Optimus Prime. He doesn't even have any
I don't
hair.
like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's just doing incredible work.
I agree.
We literally couldn't do it without him. Oh, we would, but it would be worse.
Oh, yeah. No, much worse.
I mean, we'll do it.
yeah,
we'll
barely
do it.
competent.
Yeah.
Yuck.
So, yeah, and he's also sent a list of very detailed results. So if you need anything more specifically,
Percentage-wise.
I can let you know.
Terrific.
Yeah. All right, so what are we going to start with, Mason?
We're going to open with best comic book movie.
Yeah, man.
And we're going to reminisce, Jones.
Say it like this. The list of nominees are... I'm going to direct you through this.
Okay.
Because we want to make it good, and you won't make it good unless I tell you how to make it good.
The list of...
Now, like this. The list of nominees are...
The last of the nominees are...
Oh, no.
The Crow! Deadpool and Wolverine! I can't keep up this energy. Hellboy the Crooked Man.
Yep.
Joker Folie à Deux. Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1 to 3.
They released
that's
all
animated.
3.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Craven the Hunter.
Yeah.
Madam Web.
Mhm.
Venom the Last Dance. Watchmen Chapter 1 and 2. Or other.
The only one of these I haven't seen the animated stuff, so that's Watchmen or Justice League.
Are we missing a spum? Yeah.
No, Venom, Craven, and
Just the 3.
Madam Web.
Okay.
Is that enough for
Is
you?
there not a fourth one?
No, there was only 3.
okay.
What would the 4th one possibly be?
The Rhino Legacy Origins?
No, that's not out yet.
Yeah.
That's going to be the next one.
Yeah, but he
where he
just-
goes to get his Rhino backpack.
Yeah.
It's a prequel,
That's-
obviously.
He gets stuck in the lift on the way to
Yeah.
Miles Warren's office.
I got to say, man,
Mhm.
grim fucking year. My God.
Highlights for me of these.
I didn't mind
There might
Hellboy.
be other,
Yeah.
but I can't remember other. I
No.
liked Hellboy the Crooked Man a lot. I don't know if people haven't seen that
I liked
one.
it too.
It's, small scale. And that's what, they can't all be 200 plus $300 million blockbusters.
I can't believe I'm saying this. Joker is the 3rd best comic book movie for me.
What's the second best? Craven Hunter.
Hellboy,
Oh, what's the first best?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Interesting.
Which again, I didn't even love, but it's head and shoulders over everything
Wow.
else here. Yeah, what do you?
Anti-dandruff shampoo over everything else.
Yeah, that's what I like to think. Yeah, where are you at? What's your favorite of the year?
I think it might be Hellboy the Crooked Man.
Really?
I'm saying it.
Okay,
Why is that surprising to you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
'Cause
But what do the people think? It's irrelevant what we
Well,
think.
let's check it out because Deadpool and Wolverine won the vote with 77.7%.
Like Joker Folie à Deux. It doesn't
Yes.
matter what we think. It's what the people think.
Coming in second was Madam Web with 4.4. I think that's a joke one.
I think that's a joke one as well.
And then third is Hellboy the Crook Bloke with 3.6.
Okay.
And then Venom.
So that was
the
a
Last
huge
Dance.
that was a huge sweep for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was the only. I mean, Hellboy. I agree with you on Hellboy. Like, I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, you liked The Crow.
I did like The Crow.
So what do you say to that?
I didn't like
Would
as
you put
much
The Crow above Joker? 2? Folie à Deux?
Croker.
Yeah. What if The Crow was the Joker?
Yeah. Charlie Croker. Italian Job.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it is okay. Is the Crow better than Joker? No. But again, not my money. Joker's, as some sort of multi-$100 million social experiment.
Yeah.
Good work. Good work, everyone.
I
Good
agree.
work, Todd Phillips.
It was funny how it didn't do well, and it also hated everybody who liked the first one.
That's right, yeah.
What's next, Mason?
Next is Best Comic Book Series.
Damn.
Agatha All Along.
Yep.
Batman Caped Crusader.
Which one's that?
That
the
is-
new animated one.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
Did you not at all?
I watched like 30 seconds, then went, I'll get to this, and then I didn't come back to it.
I watched the first
I was really excited for it.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
The Boys Season 4.
Okay.
Creature Commandos.
Still going, so
Echo.
I didn't watch it.
Kite Man Hell Yeah.
Haven't watched it.
Hit Monkey Season 2.
Haven't watched it.
Invincible Season 2.
Watched it.
The Penguins.
Watched it.
Superman and Lois Season 4.
I'm behind, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did well.
X-Men 97.
Liked it a lot.
Other.
I mean, for me, it's the Penguin.
Yes, it is the Penguin.
Standouts for me, the Penguin, Agatha All Along, X-Men 97.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying Creature Commandos, but it's not finished.
I liked Echo. That did come out a long time ago. But I think action-wise, it never really reached the heights of the opening sequence where she fights Daredevil. Daredevil. And they were like, well, we can't give her the Taskmaster power she has in the comic book, so let's give her vague powers related to her ancestors.
Yeah, good.
Which I felt like a kind of a cop-out.
What kind of powers has she got?
They're vague. She glows a bit, and then she's strong.
She got a strong hand?
Yeah, she's got a strong hand.
Yeah, nice.
Like her ancestors.
Yeah.
Kya!
They all had strong hands.
They did, it's true.
Cool. Let's see what the people think.
I'll
tell you what, though, better year for this than there was movies.
That's true, actually, yeah.
So the winner at 33%.
Is it the Penguin?
It's the Penguin, that's right. How did you know?
Because it's the best one this year.
It is. And then followed by X-Men 97, and then Invincible at third, and then Agatha. So, yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. Now, if somebody could go to Colin Farrell and show your phone to him while he's in the Penguin suit and get him to accept the award in his regular voice.
That'd be great.
That'd be great. Have you seen that behind the scenes?
No, where he's using...
There's a behind the scenes clip. I think they've just wrapped filming and he's in the Penguin suit and he's like, I'd just like to thank you all for... It's been a real pleasure, But he's in the Penguin.
God, that sounds like it would break my brain.
Yeah, it's weird. It's so weird.
The universe didn't collapse when he did that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Here's an award for the best of Spam.
Good year, I think, for comic book shows.
Okay. Spam this year produced Kraven the Hunter, Madam Web, and Venom the Last Dance.
Now, some people, this might be their first episode for some reason. What is Spam?
It's the Sony Pictures universe of Marvel movies.
And what are they up to?
Well, what they're up to is that in the 90s, they acquired the rights to a Spider-Man and all related Spider-Man characters.
Yeah, they traded like a Toyota Tarago or something for it, didn't they?
That's right. Yeah. It's four-wheel drive, but the four-wheel drive bit doesn't work, so it's really just rear-wheel drive.
Okay, one wheel.
It's one-wheel drive, yeah. But what you do is you put an oar out on the other side, then you sort of drag it along. And of course, as it's a deal made in perpetuity, as Marvel liked to do back in the day.
Yeah.
Even characters that weren't invented yet.
No.
But they get them all.
Well, that is true because they own anything within the Spider-Man universe that gets invented.
Yeah.
It's
So
Spider-Man adjacent.
and regardless of, and if they just keep making these movies, they get to keep the license. So they're just making these. And tough call, I think, this one.
Has there been any Spider-Man characters that have been introduced of late, like villains that are compelling, but that were introduced in the comics, or have they stopped? Or have they stopped doing Paul? Or have they stopped doing that and like introducing them in other comics? So Marvel properly owns them.
Oh,
and then might
interesting.
do you see what I'm saying?
That's a great question.
There'd be an answer to that, but I don't.
Side note: did you know this? I learned this recently. I watched a video about it. So people might know there's a tertiary Marvel character. This is unrelated to any of this. There's a tertiary Marvel character called Death's Head.
Yeah,
he's a robot.
We've talked about Death's Head.
Yeah, he's a robot bounty hunter from the future. But he was introduced in the British Transformers series because they needed. Because the British Transformers series did a series set after Transformers the movie in the future, and they needed a robot bounty hunter that was not loyal to the Autobots and the Decepticons, so they created this new character, and he's since met Doctor Who and the rest of the Marvel.
Which
universe.
Doctor Who?
Sylvester McCoy.
Yuck.
Yeah, I know.
So
right?
go on, because he's not one of the new ones, is he?
No, he's not. He's the seventh one. I think.
Yuck.
Yeah, right.
But he's got a dumb hat.
Yeah, but the lore of it was that if you create a character for the Transformers comics, Hasbro owns it.
Right.
So the plan was to introduce it in a different comic book. So they did a 1-page Death's Head comic. They put it in a different Marvel UK comic book too.
That's right.
And they're like, and so as a result, Hasbro doesn't own it. But I saw a video, somebody did a deep dive on it, and that 1-page comic book came out after he was introduced in the Transformers comic book. And so they've just lied about it for 30 years.
Damn.
There's no.
So they might have had the intention of getting that out before, but they didn't.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So they've just lied about it. So I don't know what's going to emerge from that. Maybe, I don't know.
I feel like Marvel or Disney wouldn't let that happen now.
No, they wouldn't. Absolutely not. No.
Yeah. That's very interesting. Anyway, Best of Spum.
Oh, Best of Spum. Yeah. Sorry, we're avoiding the Best of Spum.
I mean, it's Venom 3.
Is it the best one
of the year?
Of the what have you enjoyed the most though? I don't think Venom: The Last Dance was very enjoyable.
You know what? I don't think we got that much conversation out of it. So I guess from that aspect, Madam Web was the strangest.
Yeah,
and Craven was just kind of shitty.
Yeah,
and I didn't.
Yeah,
but I just saw Craven, so maybe.
Yeah.
Going back to it and figuring, like, what I like about these movies is figuring out how they've put these together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you can see the seams in these movies.
Bearing in mind, Madam Web had a mysterious can of Pepsi.
Yeah,
a floating blue screen can of Pepsi.
Yes, we have done a commentary on it.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Did they have to replace the modern can of Pepsi with the 2003
I think that's what it is.
Can of Pepsi?
But it could be a licensing
But why would they bother?
But then the evil Spider-Man was crushed by a big Pepsi sign at the end.
That's true.
So I'm thinking they had to make it a more modern Pepsi.
I'm thinking for that alone, it's got to be Madam Web.
All right, I agree.
And just all the behind-the-scenes stuff, like people being tricked into it, but also some people took the job so they could get leverage over Sony for something else.
It's pretty funny.
It's funny. It's just...
Not intentionally.
No. Just the fact that we don't know what year it's supposed to be set in, I don't think anybody knows.
I think the best movie is clearly Venom 3. Like, if you were just like, what's the best of these movies?
I don't even think that's true at all.
Really?
I don't think that's true at all.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
I mean, Tom Hardy, like...
Yeah.
Remember they had a big acid machine?
Yeah, of course I do. But a big acid machine does not a wonderful movie make. That's Shakespeare. That's right there. That's a Shakespeare quote.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's a classic quote from Shakespeare.
Let's see what the people say. Well, we're both saying...
I'm saying Madam Web is the best.
Yeah.
The one that brought me the most joy and bewilderment.
Well,
which counts.
The people are saying Venom: The Last Dance at 47%.
Well, they would.
Followed by Madam Web at 31%. Followed by Craven the Hunter.
I mean, that's a big defeat for Craven the Hunter because it doesn't even have recency bias.
No.
Like my initial thought there was like, oh, yeah, Craven, all right, some of it was pretty all right. But then I'm like, no, it's just because I saw it the last.
Yeah, exactly. You remember it.
Yeah,
this is interesting, though, because there's other results, because fourth is Morbius, and then the next one is None, and then the next...
when did Morbius come out? That
came
out last year.
No, 22, I think.
Okay.
And then, so there was Morbius, and then under Morbius is just a blank...
Oh, just nothing.
Just blank.
Some people have figured out
blank
how to vote
got
for nothing.
like 0.5%.
That's not bad.
The next one down just says no, and that got less than 1%. And then it's El Muerto, which I presumably is your script.
That's exactly right. That's a good one. I mean, look, I think we should put our foot down here. We shouldn't allow no, because then people you
can't say no.
Next year it'll be all no's.
Yeah.
Every category will be like, actually no.
No.
This is stupid what you've said.
Yeah. All right, what are we doing next?
Okay, next is best hair or wig.
Hell yeah.
Very important. Last year, of course, Shea Wiggum from Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning won.
Yeah, okay.
Champion.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great name, appropriate. What do they call that? Nominative determinism.
Uh-huh.
Why wouldn't he have a great head of wig?
I think it was just his hair.
It was his hair, but it looked good for a man of that age.
They should have called him Shea Hegum.
Shaved Hegum.
No,
shaved head
don't shave that
Shaved head gum.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But good. I mean, and also, in a franchise where he's competing with
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise's
hair is losing it.
Well,
he's gone places I don't like.
It wasn't good in Dead Reckoning, I'll grant you that. But
it's not going to be good in the next one either.
I think Shaved Headgum went to his barber and went, I got to compete. Have you seen his movies? I got to get
this is what I'm up against.
Hair, and he did it.
Yep.
Anyway, here's the nominees. Aaron Taylor-Johnson in Craven the Hunter.
Yeah, it's just long. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's fine. Jonathan Bailey in Wicked.
Good.
That's some good work.
It's a wig too, but it's good.
Kenji Noda, who is in Godzilla -1 and Godzilla -1 minus color.
So -1 came out last year, but -1 minus color came out this year.
The preview image here is in black and white.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, and that's a good hair. He's one of the the
Scientist.
team, one of the scientists.
Who
He's
wants
got a
to
good hair, I think.
Take down a Godzilla.
Lee Jung-jae from The Acolyte.
Yeah, it's all right.
This I feel like is a sneak, but that's fine. Magneto from X-Men '97.
You're saying because it's a cartoon.
Because it's a cartoon.
Interesting.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know if.
I think also like just comparing it to his previous hair. I like it.
Yeah. Queen Charlotte from Bridgerton season 3. It's a big sort of beehive situation.
Yeah, no, I can see it. I've got it in
Enormous.
front of me, Mason.
Ryan Gosling in The Fall Guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting we can't double nominate because I think Aaron Taylor Johnson in The Fall Guy would also be.
I think it's pretty much similar. His hair, though, isn't it?
And then Timothy Chalamet in Dune Part 2. I
Mm.
mean, that's good. That's good hair. I mean, that's just his
I wouldn't
hair.
say this is an incredible lineup this year. What would you say, though?
Nothing jumps out as the immediate winner.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I would probably go with Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
That's good.
He's pretty consistent.
Yeah, he's got a new haircut. He's filming a movie called Marty Supreme.
Yeah.
And he's got kind of an old timey,
Got a little mustache.
1950s haircut.
Yeah. I think if you were going to go like, you wouldn't pick Aaron Taylor Johnson because I feel like Charlemagne is doing a better version of that.
He is, it's true, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to rule out Jonathan Bailey's because it's a wig. Even though I do like it.
I know, even though this category is best hair and wig.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to rule out a cartoon.
You know for sure it's a wig?
Yeah, it is. Look at it.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, I'm going to rule out Magneto because it's a cartoon.
Okay.
Even though I do like, and Queen Charlotte because presumably that is a wig.
You would
it would
hope
have
so,
to be.
wouldn't you? Yeah.
I mean, Gosling did this hair already. He did it as Ken.
Yeah, no.
So I don't know whether
it's not. Well, I guess Timothy Chalamet also did his hair in his real life.
That's a good point. Lee Jung-jae, I just don't like I don't not like it. I just don't think it's very interesting.
No.
It's just that Qui-Gon Jinn kind of bit shorter but long Jedi hair.
This is,
Kenji Noda's interesting.
Yeah.
I think I am going to give it to Charlemagne, though.
I think I'm giving it to Chalamet.
It's a hard one to do in the desert.
You know what? It's hard. Look, we're giving it to Chalamet, but I think this is a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He hasn't, I'm excited to see what he does next after Marty Supreme.
Let's take a look.
I think it'd probably be back
What's
to this.
Marty Supreme about?
I think is it about a musician or something?
Maybe. He just did one of those.
It's true.
Marty Monster. Interesting. He's playing Marty Monster. It's an upcoming American sports drama film, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's a Josh Safdie film.
Mm-hmm.
The film's blah, blah, blah. It's an upcoming sports drama. Yeah, it's a sports drama.
Sports drama. Okay, right.
Okay. Based on Marty Reisman's life set in the world of 1950s ping pong culture. Oh.
All right, then.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm going to give it to Chalamet.
You got it, Chalamet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what the people say.
Somebody run up to Chalamet and say you won best hair or wig.
Yeah, I mean, he went to that Chalamet competition, didn't he?
It's true, he did. It's true. Now, of course, this is the big one. Worst hair or wig.
Whoa. We haven't said what the people say.
Sorry. I thought
the people are telling me that Magneto wins with 24% of the vote.
You were telling me earlier you don't care what the people think. You were saying that. So I was just following your lead.
I don't.
Okay, great.
I'm being a fake populist.
Nice.
Magneto won, 24%. Okay. Run-up Kenji Noda from Godzilla with 20%. Listeners also suggested some great hair in Agatha All Along challenges, Furiosa, Hitman, and Love Lies Bleeding. I haven't seen Love Lies Bleeding, but I would agree with the rest of those.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Things happening in the world.
Very true.
Let's go, Mason.
Glenn Powell's had a good hair glow up, I think.
You think so?
Because early on, you're like, that hair's not anything.
You hate Glenn Powell.
No, I like
You said he's not a real movie star.
I didn't say
You said
that.
you want to fight him.
You
said his torso's too long and his legs are too short.
I said all of those things. I just wanted his attention. I was hoping one of those...
You said his face is slightly too small for his head. You said that.
I did say that. It's
yeah.
true.
What else did you say about him?
I said all of that, but louder. I said it twice. Once... And then he was like, what? Because I was near him. And he said, sorry, is someone to say something? And then I said it all louder.
Yeah,
and
nice.
then when he said, did somebody say something about my face? I ran away.
Okay.
Anyway, worst hair or wig. Of course, every year, Hawkeye's haircut from Avengers Endgame has won.
Yeah.
But here we go. Amber Midthunder in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
It's got sort of a beehive
but
thing
it's
with
like
a jewel in it.
It's from the show.
Yeah, but
I'm okay with that. No, I'm all right with it.
Your favorite, Bill Skarsgård in The Crow. It's a young people's haircut. You hate that because it's a young.
Fucking
you hate it
that.
You hate that movie because it's young people with.
They're not young. They're like 3 years younger than me.
Well, they've still got so much more life to live than you.
Bullshit. They've just done more heroin.
I mean, not that much more. Kate Blanchett in Borderlands. She's, of course, swoopy redheaded lady.
I mean, it's all right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not like offensive.
Right.
Yeah.
Ed Harris in Love Lies Bleeding. He's got a kind of bald top of the head mullet situation.
Yeah, real long.
Ed Skrein, of course, in Rebel Moon Part 2. He's got the Bill Skarsgård young people haircut but without the mullet in the back.
It's fine.
Yep.
I think for like a space Nazi, that works.
Yeah. Henry Cavill doubling up here. Of course, he's in Argyle as two different characters. He's got that weird flat top look, which is thoroughly unpleasant to look at. And then he's also at the end, he's got a mullet. And he's some other guy.
I'm just laughing because the first picture of Henry Cavill is me.
Jason Momoa in the Minecraft trailer. He's got a kind of
it's an atrocious.
He's got a kind of Farrah Fawcett mullet situation going on. Joseph Quinn in Gladiator 2. He's got, of course, the Emperor.
Yep.
The syphilitic
and you know
Emperor
he's got
hair.
syphilis under that.
Yeah. Nathan Fillion.
From The Rookie.
Yes, of course. But in this, he's in the Superman trailer as Guy Gardner.
Yep.
That's atrocious as well.
Yep. I mean, it's also supposed to be atrocious.
Yeah. Shia LaBeouf, various haircuts and styles. In Megalopolis, awful.
He did have haircut.
And then Hawkeye again from Avengers Endgame.
That's a bad haircut.
Yeah. Ooh, there's a lot to...
God, I don't even know where to start with this. Let's rule out some. I'm going to rule out Amber Mid-Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, that's, presumably she looks like she does in the animated series, I guess.
I'm going to rule out Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah, because, I mean... He's looking pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine.
Imagine he's an actual young person.
I won't.
Be a cool haircut.
Kate Blanchett, I'm going to rule out. I think it's fine. I think the problem with that movie is not any of the haircuts.
Yeah, sure.
Ed Harris, Love Lies Bleeding. I love what he's doing with it.
Yep.
So I'm going to leave that. Ed Skrein, Space Nazi, Space Romans, whatever.
It's not. I mean, if you saw that on a guy, you'd be like, yeah, he's a guy.
Yeah, he's a guy.
On the street.
Now, this is where it gets interesting because Argyle, it's an intentionally silly haircut.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be cool.
Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah. Because that's how she pictures the spy, Henry Argyle, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And it's just, and I guess it's supposed to be like a hyper reality, but it's a bad look.
Right.
But
why would anybody think this was a cool haircut?
Is that what they're thinking though?
Well, isn't he supposed to be super charismatic? Or is he super charismatic despite the haircut?
I don't know.
No, but surely not.
The mullet he worked.
It's just some weird choices. I don't understand.
That's what it is. I think
I don't understand why he's supposed like.
I think we may have found the winner, Mason.
Yeah, well, I think we found him. I think that's probably true. But I don't understand why. Surely the costume designers would be like, he's supposed to be cool in a James Bond way, but James Bond wouldn't look like this.
No.
Fascinating.
I think his mullet is fine at the end.
Yeah. Obviously, Nathan Fillion's hair is supposed to look like that.
Yep.
Joseph, that's fine. That's Emperor hair, fine.
I think the Jason Momoa Minecraft thing, I think we'll come back to that next year. I hated all the Shia LaBeouf stuff, but that also might be because I don't like him.
Yeah. Crook.
Yeah. I think I am going to go with the Argyle one.
But it's the first one, not the mullet one.
No.
I think he looks a lot better with the mullet.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I think that's good.
Do you want to know who the winner is?
Yes.
The people have decided that Hawkeye wins again with 30% of the votes.
Well, I mean, we can't deny the will of the people, can we?
What it is.
What are we, a couple of syphilitic emperors?
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Henry Cavill, Argyle came in second at 20%. So there you go.
Okay,
We're on the right track. Yeah. Nathan Fillion's haircut in the Superman trailer was a late entry and got 6% in just a few days. Now that's interesting. Now that is interesting.
That is interesting. I think he's going to, like I said, I think he's going to get a new haircut by the end of that. It's going to still be bad, but not as bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's an award. Interesting. Is this new? This new for this year? Best Transformation. A new award for some great makeup and prosthetics.
Okay, I don't know this.
So we've got Austin Butler from Dune Part 2.
Oh yeah, he was a big sperm man.
He was a big sperm man, but normally he's not a big sperm man.
I've never seen him be a sperm in real life.
Colin Farrell in The Penguin.
God, that is good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Hemsworth in Furiosa.
Yeah, nose and teeth and wigs.
Demi Moore in The Substance.
Yep.
Good one. Jack Casey, who's Hellboy in Hellboy the Crooked Man.
I like it, but we have seen it.
Nicolas Cage in Long Legs.
Mm-hmm, does have long legs.
This is good. These are some good options.
Sebastian
Stan in A Different Man.
That is incredible. I have not seen that movie, but that is phenomenal.
Derek Arnold as Kiadi Mundi in what? What is he?
The
Star Wars
Acolyte.
something. Okay, right, great. Stellan Skarsgård in Dune Part 2.
Very good.
But that was not new for... Because he was in
Oh,
Dune
yeah, that's true. Right. Yeah, not...
And then Walton Goggins as the ghoul in Fallout.
Yeah, God, this is a... I'm going to say it has to be Colin Farrell, right?
But he was also in the Batman Part 1.
But does that rule him out?
I kind of think it.
You're out, Farrell.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, look, he did suffer through it for however many months it took to film The Penguin.
Well, I suffered through watching it. Got him.
Yeah,
no,
nice.
It was really good. It was a good show.
I think it's got to.
Well, that rules out Kiadi Mundi then.
Yeah, good.
And that, like you said,
Good. He's just got a weird head. It's fine.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm not thrilled by it.
I don't know. I mean, the substance was good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. But also, I don't like looking at it, which I think says something, right?
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
I don't like looking at it.
Yeah.
It's pretty
and it's
upsetting.
not that different from Real to Me more, you know what I mean?
Nah,
Famously beautiful woman.
Yeah, I thought
It's
that
like,
was just a picture from her
that
Instagram
is,
of her.
yeah, I think that's her, yeah. Hemsworth, I mean, it's a good... we're not just talking physical transformation, we're talking like character transformation.
Yeah.
He's had a chance to kind of spread his wings and do something a little different from Thor by being a guy who looks quite a lot like Thor.
Yeah, but he's got a nose and teeth.
He does have a nose and
He
teeth.
talks like this or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
Long Legs is good.
G'day, boys. It's me, Lord...
Furiosa.
Yeah. G'day, boys.
I'm Mad Max.
That's right.
Long Legs is good.
Jack Casey, fine. It works. I don't know what he looks like in real life.
No, he doesn't look like that.
Okay, great.
So, yeah, Long Legs is good. I think also the performance adds so much to that as well, whereas you don't... It's hard to see Nicolas Cage in that one.
That's so true.
And same with Sebastian Stan in
Yeah,
A
yeah.
Different Man, a movie I have not seen.
I'm going to go with the memoir and the substance.
I
I think she's doing some freaky stuff, and that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're right. It probably is that. Let's see what the people say.
What do people say?
They say Colin Farrell in The Penguin, 54%, followed up by Demi Moore with 13%.
Interesting. They forgot that he was in the Batman Part 1.
Yeah, I know, right? Listeners also suggested D16's transformation into Megatron. Get out of our votes, fucking Twitter fucking Transformers.
Yeah.
You're fucking this up.
What about when a little one transformed into a little car? Yeah, we know. Yeah, that was a great transformation. Really blew my bloody socks off. It transformed my socks from socks that were on my feet to socks that were off my feet. So maybe that should win, Transformers guys.
Well, I'm also going to say this to Transformers guys on Twitter.
Yeah.
You got to get your fucking fandom up. You should have won this.
Yeah.
If this is, if you're gonna infiltrate and vote,
that's right.
You got to get across it.
Try it again next year. I hope all the winners are just like best hair. Jonathan Bailey transformed his hair with a wig. If you're not crushing all our categories, get out of here.
We don't know what you're doing.
No, but also please don't do that.
No, leave us alone.
Leave us.
Yeah. Well, so you're never getting a sequel to Transformers 1. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. I liked it.
But
My son would love it.
paying for them
They're
anymore.
not paying for them anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
This is your fault for Michael Bay making all those bad movies.
That's right.
Your fault, Transformers
You did that.
fandom. Yeah.
And we had to watch them too. It wasn't just you.
Yeah. We watched them like 10 times.
I hated every second of that.
Oh.
Remember when we looked at them again and again and again?
Yes.
It fucking shattered me.
Yeah.
I'm still not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Transformers 1 isn't even that interesting to watch again.
No.
Like, we're not going to cover it on Caravan of Garbage.
Probably not.
It's fine. It's pretty fun,
Fun.
But there's no scene that's just The Office, but it's hot ladies and nerds.
And it's not funny.
And it's not funny. Let's hire a bunch of really funny guys and have them not do anything funny. Great. Good work, Michael Bay, you idiots. And this is your fault, Transformers fandom. You should have stopped that.
You should have.
But you didn't.
We've been saying it
You
for
were
years.
cowards.
Every time one of these came out, we were like, this fucking sucks.
You should have stopped this Transformers fandom, but you didn't. You were there at your troughs, slopping away like little piggies. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, nom, nom,
Now
nom,
your
nom.
movies are bombing.
Yeah.
You did it.
This is your fault, Transformers fandom.
Oh, wait for the G.I. Joe Transformers movie. It's too late.
Yeah.
It's going to bomb.
That's right. It's just going to be that warehouse. They're going to say, use your imaginations. Imagine a really cool things happening. Imagine Destro's teaming up with,
Imagine he
with
is.
Thundercracker or
Yep,
whatever.
that's right.
Destro's in Thundercracker
He's
and they're
inside of
flying
him.
around.
They're going around.
Yeah. God. Grow up. Grow up. Hey, here's a good segue.
Is it?
Yeah, because this is the award for the most normal man of the year.
Okay.
Who's been the most normal this year? Just a normal man doing normal things. Is this new for this year?
No,
That's
I think we've done it before.
Okay,
Is
here's
it?
a lot of options of normal men.
Yeah.
We can include women, but
It's never.
it's always, they're always outstripped by the men being
Yeah,
normal.
let's try and squeak some normal women in next year.
Next year,
Yeah?
we'll do that, yeah. Okay, but this year, David Zaslav.
Should we explain a few of these? I guess, as we
head
go?
of Warner Brothers. He's getting a lot of normal bonuses.
Yeah.
For doing normal stuff like
Stripping the company for parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson's very normal. He's had some normal behavior on set.
He's got good verticals.
He's got such good verticals, and that's normal, I think. Donald Trump is going to be the
Yeah,
president.
we get it.
Yeah, it's normal. That's normal. He's normal, isn't he? Elon Musk is also normal.
Again, same shit.
Yeah.
I guess he's sort of the president now or whatever.
I
but,
guess.
Like, whatever.
But you know what would be better for him? One real friend. Jerry Seinfeld's normal, except for that creep stuff he's done his entire life.
And he made Unfrosted
He
this
made that
year.
Pop-Tart movie, which
I
everybody
reckon
loved.
Jerry Seinfeld had an absolute banger of a fucking year.
Yeah.
For being a normal bloke.
Yeah.
Because he dated that 17-year-old when he was 39 or whatever.
Yeah,
that happened. And then this year he came out and said that you can't say anything more and wokeness is killing comedy, which he then reversed. And then he released one of the least funny movies ever made that said nothing.
But it was very...
It was about serial nuclear arms race or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking atrocious
Yeah, but the
movie.
left wants to cancel Frosted. They only want wheat.
Yeah.
You eat a big bowl of wheat.
Yeah, man.
Joaquin
What a
Phoenix?
spectacularly uninteresting man, though. Just like his takes on anything. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Just like, I'm angry and I have opinions. But it's like, but you don't. Your opinions are like what fucking sneakers you find comfortable.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry, go on.
Joaquin Phoenix this year. What did he do? He didn't do that much abnormal stuff. He was in Joker 2. It's not his fault.
Yeah, that's true.
He also quit out of a movie like
he
2
did.
weeks before it was due to film.
And the whole production fell apart.
Yeah, so that's pretty normal, isn't it? Joe Rogan.
Same shit.
I mean, Joe Roganing about.
I mean, he endorsed
what's
the president.
this? Oh, interesting. Sounds normal and real. I'll believe it. I mean, it's completely opposite of what I heard yesterday.
Yeah, and I've got a guy in the room telling me that didn't happen, but I don't believe that.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
The twisted mind of Matthew Vaughn, obviously.
No, he doesn't compete.
No, he made Argyle.
Yeah.
Hasn't done any other freaky stuff
As far as
recently.
we
I
know.
don't think so. Mr. Beast.
Oh, incredible year for Mr. Beast. Getting cancelled for stuff.
Yeah.
Making an Amazon Prime series.
Yeah.
Getting done for crypto scams.
Uh,
Making food that rots.
Yeah, with that moldy cheese in it. So
Is
that's
that a
pretty good.
one?
Oh, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I mean, this is kind of out of
He should be in
purview.
charge of health because
Yeah.
he's got muscles.
And he got all those people killed in Africa or whatever.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Didn't he? Something like that?
Yeah, something to do with, what was it? Yes, he did.
Gave everybody some sort of virus.
Yeah, he's
Gave
awful.
everybody the Hunter virus or something.
Yep.
And, he killed that lion or whatever.
Yep. Bear.
Do you think, because he's married to Larry David's wife in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yes.
What's her name again?
Cheryl something?
Cheryl something.
Yeah.
Do you think she ever went into the writer's room at Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Cheryl Hines.
Cheryl Hines, thank you.
There is no writer's room for that, but go on.
Oh, because it's all improv. Do you think she went to Larry David and went, what about a story in which Larry David was driving out from a gig or from a friend's house or whatever out in the woods.
Down in the woods.
And then he hit a bear in his car, like a baby bear.
Yeah.
And then he put the baby bear in the trunk of his car.
Did he hit the car? Did he hit the bear or was the bear already dead?
I think he hit the bear.
Okay, I don't know if he did.
And then he put the bear in the trunk of the car. Larry puts the bear in the trunk of the car.
I like that.
And then he drives around with it for a few days. And then somebody wants to borrow his car.
Yeah.
And so he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And then so eventually he dumps the bear in Central Park.
Mhm.
And then there's a news story about a mysterious dead bear that appeared in Central Park.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, what is happening? And Larry David's like, I don't know. And Larry David's like, why would that happen to Larry or anyone? That's insane what you've suggested, Cheryl. From what twisted mind did this come from?
Great question.
Isn't it though? Anyway, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He's normal.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, he's not. He's
all right. He's just out there.
yeah, he's just a guy.
Just promoting stuff.
Yeah,
Looking for
I
validation.
think he wants to be one of these guys.
No, he can't be.
Yeah.
I think he has empathy as well, which I think rules him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino.
What did he do this year?
Probably some crook
Cancelled
stuff.
a movie. Remember he was going to do a movie and then he cancelled the movie.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Wrote a book probably, went on some podcasts.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. And Zachary Levi, a boy who was a man.
He became a
He's
man.
got a new movie coming out, I think, about he's friends with a kid with autism or something.
Wow.
And he's like, hey, get over it.
Get over it.
You know?
Why don't you ride a bike?
That's perfect,
And
actually.
then you're going to know. Looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I mean, for me, I think it's Seinfeld or Mr. Beast. Because Jerry Seinfeld was quiet for a while.
Yeah.
And I think he'll probably be quiet for a bit longer after this.
Yeah.
And I think we've had a rare explosion in Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah. I feel like The Rock Johnson's year was last year, maybe. I think he doesn't have.
I think we gave it to Zaslav as far as I know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying his year. I think his weirdest stuff is behind him.
Yeah.
Like the Black Adam stuff.
Yeah. Which
Like
wasn't even last year.
Yeah.
But I hear what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah.
He did have a pissing in bottles year.
Yeah.
That was all revealed.
Yeah. Zaslav's year, I think, was last year as well.
Yeah, he's
You're
just
right.
doing the same shit.
Same stuff, yeah.
I just think it was a big Mr. Beast year.
Yeah,
I think he had a real roller coaster.
It's been a big Robert F. Kennedy year.
True, but he's not an entertainment
he's not.
fella.
I mean, he's entertaining.
Sure, I guess.
And he killed all those people.
Yeah, he killed all those people.
So
That's
that's
entertaining,
fun, yeah.
I guess. That's a form of entertainment.
I think it is Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he's out there. Lunchables, Logan Paul. I'm on a subway for 100 minutes and everybody has to touch this car.
Yeah.
All my friends are psychopaths.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, I think.
It's good.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to see what he does next.
Yeah.
Is that Prime Mr. Beast show doing well?
I don't know.
Let's check.
Yeah, I wonder if it translates to, as opposed to just turning on YouTube and going, what's on? Like actually seeking it out on something else.
Horrifying game show blasted by viewers as sadistic working class torture porn. Mr. Beast responds to negative Mr. Beast Games reviews. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, IGN gave it a 2 and said it's no Squid Game.
Wow.
Mr. Beast claims Games is number 1 on Prime Video in over 50 countries.
Wow.
I don't think it's on my main page anymore.
Interesting.
Guardians calls it one of the most undignified spectacles ever shown on TV. That's all fine, but like,
this is sort of
what did it do?
This is sort of breaching containment because it's going from people who only watch YouTube to people who only review TV shows and movies who don't look at YouTube stuff generally.
Generally, when they, and this has happened a few times, when they bring people over to like YouTube and then they give them like a TV show or a talk show, it never does well. So I'm curious. There are some exceptions of people who have like started on YouTube and like directed things or acted in things.
Yeah.
But there's never been a personality that has actually broken through onto a mainstream platform.
Hawk to a girl.
That is a good point.
Who's now disappeared or something?
I don't know what she's doing.
There
She
was
stole
a
a
meme
bunch
coin.
of money. Yeah.
Yeah, meme coin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it says his YouTube video did well. It got 50 million views in 24 hours, which is like a promotion for the show. But that doesn't count because that's his own personal platform that people go there for. So I'm not seeing anything in terms of numbers other than a thing that Mr. Beast said.
Wow.
I don't know if this was a good investment for them.
Okay.
Anyway, Normal Man.
Okay. Now, who does the people think is the most normal man?
Most normal man was Elon Musk with 23% of the vote. Runner-up was David Zaslav with 17%. Listeners also suggested Haley Welch, the Hawk Tour girl. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
She also is normal, I feel like genuinely. I think she got tricked into doing a scam. Not tricked, she should have looked into it. She's an adult woman. But like, I think she was doing really well at not stepping into all this weird shit.
Absolutely.
And then she did.
She did that thing where she's like, okay, what I think probably happened is she was a viral hit for the video she was in, and then a bunch of people swarmed her and were like, we can make this a money spinning thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'll go along with that for
I love
a bit.
money spinnings.
And then somebody said, a great way to get a bunch of money is to do a meme coin scam.
Yeah. And it's true.
And we should have done it.
I know. We still can.
Did we mention somebody made a 3D printed a real meme coin of us?
Did they?
Yes.
On top of that video that was released?
Yes.
Incredible video.
Good work, everybody.
Yeah.
Now, here's a new award.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's not, because The Flash won last year.
Okay.
This award is what's the weirdest thing that happened. So last year The Flash won because the CGI was bad, but then the director was like,
no, it's good actually.
Yeah, we did this on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Here are the nominees. The nominees
are
an actor returns in Alien Romulus.
Yep.
I think we can say at this point.
Okay.
It's Ian Holm.
Yep.
But he's dead.
Yeah, he died.
He's dead for a while.
Yeah,
he's in a lot of that movie.
He certainly is.
Yep. Dakota Johnson's Madam Web press tour.
Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of it, but it was weird.
Mm-hmm. The Joker sequel bombs at the box office.
Yeah, that was strange.
Marvel can't make a Blade movie.
I mean, that's been happening for a while.
Yeah, that's a decade-long thing.
Yeah.
Megalopolis.
Very fucking weird.
Yeah. Michael Bay Skibbity toilet movie announced.
Which he also might not be able to make because the assets are owned by... Did you say that? Did you tell me that? The assets are owned by Valve or whatever?
Well, I mean, it's a yeah. I think so. But who owns anything these days?
It's true.
The Rock admits to peeing in bottles and pooing in bottles. RDJ returns to the MCU as Doctor Doom.
Yeah, I wasn't like... It didn't fucking blow my mind.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Some of the Deadpool and Wolverine cameos.
Yeah.
Spum finally ends, but maybe it hasn't ended.
Yeah, that's not a surprise.
Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo's Wicked press tour.
They had a wicked good time, didn't they?
They had a wicked good time. It was a wicked pisser.
I didn't really get...
It was a wicked pisser, James.
It was. It's very Boston of you to say that. I didn't watch a lot of that, so I'm not really across it, to be honest.
Yeah. I think it sort of... It did.
Everyone was crying at him.
There was some weird stuff. There's that... I think most famously, quite early in the tour... Somebody interviewed them and said, I was really holding space for the lyrics or whatever. And Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo were like, yeah, that's a great point. But nobody knew what they were talking about. And the interviewer didn't know what they were talking about. And that went. But I mean, I feel that's no more weird than most press tours now. Or someone will always, because there's so many influencers now doing interviews and weird stuff, that someone always shows up and does something weird.
Yeah.
Inevitably in the
eat this cactus.
Exactly, yeah. So, no weirder. And then this one's
called Is It Cake or Is It Cactus?
Oh, yeah. And what is it? It's always cactus.
It's always cactus. And it just looks like a cactus.
Yes.
You have to take a bite, too.
No, I would say the interviewee will be like, should I bite this? And you go, no, it's a cactus. What, are you serious? Look at it.
No, I want them to bite it.
Okay, right, great.
Yeah, and then I tell them afterwards, no, it's always cactus.
And this one says Nick Mason watched all of The Rookie, but I didn't.
Well, it's interesting because I wouldn't say that's unusual, is it?
Yeah, let's move on. Okay, but because we've got a lot of these to go through, but I think it's Megalopolis.
I think it's Megalopolis.
I mean, the thing about this is actor returns an alien role. It's not the first time it's happened. This sort of thing. Disrespectful. Movie was all right.
Family approved. So what are we to say?
The Madam Web press tour was no weirder than anything Dakota Johnson's.
I think we do that for all the press tours.
Yeah. Joker sequel. I mean, it followed the trend of a lot of superhero stuff.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Marvel can't make a Blade movie. That's ongoing.
Standard stuff.
Skibbity Toilet Fine. Rocket Mister peeing in bottles.
Weird, but you know.
He's done it before. RDJ returns to MCU as Doctor Doom. That's a Hail Mary pass. It's not that weird.
Yep.
I mean, it's the highest profile recasting. We don't know how weird it is until it's out.
True.
Some of the Deadpool and Wolverine cameos, yawn.
Yeah.
Yawn.
Yeah, yawn.
Spawn finally ends. Nah.
Nah.
Ariana Grande, nah.
And Nick
Mason, that's a fake thing. For me, it's Megalopolis.
I agree.
Because it's been.
I don't think it's strange that you watched all The Rookie either.
No.
I think that's fine.
Megalopolis, because it's his 50-year opus. It's been through so many things that it just came out and was stupid. It's a stupid movie, and he's done crook stuff.
Yep.
And people in it have done crook stuff, and he's like, I'm gonna make this is all the stuff that they said I couldn't make. Well, you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's a stupid movie.
The winner is Nick Mason watched all The Rookie with 24%.
Yeah, because it's the
But the runner-up is Rock admitting that he peed in bottles at 80%. Listeners also suggested James saying Red One was the best movie ever. Let me again say that I watched that, then I went away on a dad's weekend where I was hungover and I got fucking COVID, and then I reviewed that movie. And then I took it back.
Okay.
Okay? So that is... No.
Okay.
What's next?
A real treat. Exclusive to us, this one, I think, thus far.
Yeah.
But this is the winner of the Gamers On Award.
This is my favorite award.
This award is loosely described. Thank you for Collins for summarizing this, because it's hard for us to do it. This award is loosely described as the worst or most outrageous attempt to set up a sequel that might never happen, usually in the final scene or post-credits. Named after a famous attempt at this in Dracula Untold, 2014. Last year, the entire DC EU won it for their multiple attempts. Boy, they really did. Sometimes multiple ones in the same movie, just whatever.
God, I'm looking ahead at this, and my God.
Okay.
This is a bumper year for this.
Yeah. Okay. Nominees are The Acolyte.
Yep.
Oh, there's Darth Plagueis.
He was in a cave. Remember when he looked out of the cave?
Yeah. The Argyle, maybe it was in the Kingsman universe. Maybe there are two Henry Cavills.
Or it's in a book or something. Or in someone's mind or a time travel. I don't know.
Who knows, yeah. The Eternals. Retroactively with 2024's Blade delays.
Nah.
Okay, right. Blade delays.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm going to say no.
Kevin Costner's Horizon, an American Saga.
Love that, but I don't think it's think it's up there. That's more of ambition and not sequel bait.
Yeah.
It's his desire to make an ongoing saga.
Craven the Hunter.
Yep.
Madam Web.
Yep.
Rebel Moon Part 2.
God, that came out, did it?
Yeah. Venom the Last Dance.
Yep.
The Entire Spum or Other. Now, of these options...
God...
I think Madam Web, because it's the classic and look at all out, because they really did look at all the future events we'll have, and look at Madam Web, she's astral projecting into a future adventure, but you don't see any of it.
Yeah, I want to see
it. It's just her it's just the Spider Women just standing there.
Yeah.
I think that's cool stuff.
That is cool. And remember when they threw that guy out of that building?
Yeah.
They killed that guy.
And it's just, the whole movie is building up towards I got to kill you guys because of all the fantastical adventures you're going to have.
Yeah.
Including throwing me out of that building.
Venom kind of caps off itself.
Right.
Like it feels like this is the last time Tom Hardy is going to do this. Not to say that is true, but it even has a little retrospective Maroon 5 song at the end or whatever.
Hope you have the time of your life.
But Craven does a bunch of stuff.
No, that's true. It does, yeah.
Yeah, including now you the real Craven, and now you're going to take over my legacy Craven. And he sits in the Craven chair with the Craven vest on.
And also, points for that because they don't even commit to the look.
No.
They don't even give him the vest with the lion head on it. Just a little bit of fur. Wow, what an iconic vest. A vest. I could go down the shops now and buy one of those.
You could get one.
Well, not now because it's summer.
No, the Acolyte, whatever.
I
feel. It was the first of what was supposed to be 3 seasons. They didn't get there. Argyle is interesting because there is this, it seems like they've been trying to build this Kingsman, I guess, Kick-Ass, everything else kind of universe. There are 2 Kick-Ass movies coming again, and one's a secret or something.
The big game universe. I guess that's true because they...
but they don't even own all of that, so I don't know what that's going to...
Yeah.
All the Millerworld stuff.
That is... I'll give that points because it's just shooting for the moon of whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Just like, hey, what would you prefer? That Henry Cavill is real in this universe, but he's a different guy, but Kingsman, but also...
Interesting.
That is tempting. Like also Kevin Costner, The Horizon. I don't care.
No, I don't care.
I mean, he was planning on making 3 or 4 or something.
Yeah, and he's got at least 2.
From a financial perspective,
we love it.
That is funny that it was such a huge bomb that he's going to have to cut half of it.
Yeah,
he's going to have to do a quick fix ending to the second one.
I want to know what The Last Cowboy thinks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is Kevin Costner, but also his character, who's also called Kevin Costner. I mean, Rebel Moon is like. There's going to be 9 movies and a video game and a comic book But
I also feel like this was dead on arrival from the first one.
Okay, fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not a surprise.
They wouldn't have made this one if they hadn't already made it.
Yeah. For me, it's a toss up between Argyle and Madam Web.
I think it's Argyle and Spum.
Spum in general.
Spum.
Okay, but we got to pick one.
I'm going to pick Spum.
Okay.
What do you think? Argyle was confusing.
Actually,
which I think is interesting.
I think you're absolutely right. I think at least Madam Web.
I mean, that was also confusing.
It was also confusing, but at least they're like, okay, at the end of this, we're going to have a team, and it's going to be the 3 Spider Women and Madam Web, and they're set up in an apartment with a view of the city, and they're going to fight crime, I guess.
Oh, probably.
So that's not going to happen. Obviously, they're never going to do another one of those. But at least it's a definitive thing.
Yeah.
You are correct. For me it's Argyle because it's such a meaningless we'll figure it out later.
Yeah, okay.
So for me that's the game. That is the essence of the game is on because it's like we don't know what do you like Henry Cavill? You like him mullet? But you don't like him, we could cut his hair. We could say he's real, but then we cut his hair.
He's American.
So he look and put him in the velvet jacket, so maybe. Yeah, it's up. Okay, it's up.
I think it's Spum, though, because, again, it is a Lifetime Achievement Award, and they had 3 movies this year.
That's true.
And they all went nowhere and bombed. And I think that, a trilogy of bombs from an extended Spider-Man universe in 1 year, that's the perfect storm.
It's true.
So I'm going to have to give it to Spum.
With increasingly worse Rotten Tomatoes reviews
that's right.
as well.
And box office.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Madam Web and then Venom. Yeah. Anyway, the entirety of Spum won with 43%, followed by Argyle with 12%. So, that's cool.
You're right. They should have known.
Yeah.
They should have made one of them good.
I agree.
Or just made one of them. Made it really
good. One good movie.
Okay, here's the award for the best animated movie.
Yep.
Last year, Across the Spider-Verse won with almost 80% of the vote.
Makes sense.
So I don't think we're going to get anything like that here.
No.
Okay, Flow. I don't know what that is.
Don't know.
Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths, Part
Probably
1
not.
to 3. Probably not. Look Back. Don't know what that is. Moana 2. I saw that.
It's fine.
Inside Out 2. I didn't see that.
It was all right.
Did well.
Yeah, it did really well.
Moana 2 and Inside Out are doing very well.
Yeah.
Robot Dreams.
Apparently very good. Haven't seen it.
Oh, Transformers 1.
Oh, I wonder if that's going to win.
It better. Otherwise, these guys. Lord of the Rings, The War of Rohirrim.
Haven't seen it. That on streaming now.
Watchmen chapters 1 and 2.
I've read it and I've watched it and I'm no interest in that. The Wild Robot I like.
Who watches you reading The Watchmen?
Nobody.
Interesting. The Wild Robot.
I liked it.
Other.
Yeah, I think maybe it is Transformers 1 for me.
So it was better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
right?
But then again, The Wild Robot's cool.
I didn't say it. Would you say the Transformers 1 is the best robot movie this year? Bearing in mind there seems to be at least 3.
No.
That's unfortunate.
It's a real
kick in the teeth for the Transformers fans who are trying to rig out.
I am going to give it to The Wild Robot.
How did the Transformers fans learn about this?
They must have just put it out on Twitter and
was
found
it. Was this 6-0's fault? Did 6-0 do it?
Do you think it was 6-0?
It might have been 6-0.
What are you going to give it to?
Transformers 1.
Well, that won with 40% of the vote.
Yeah.
Embarrassing again if they didn't manage that.
Yeah.
Runner-up was the Wild Robot with 25%.
Okay.
All right, here we bloody go.
That feels to me like traitors to the cause who are like,
Agreed.
well, I am a Transformers fan and I do like robots, but I kind of like the Wild Robot more.
It's a good movie.
I didn't see it. Best horror. Ooh, big year for horror.
I agree.
Big year for horror. Spookiest time of year. Not just talking about last year's winner, Talk to the Hand. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Australia's own.
Agreed.
Okay, Abigail.
Yep.
She's a vampire.
I liked it.
Surprise. Alien Romulus.
Liked it.
A Quiet Place Day One.
Liked it.
Heretic.
Liked it.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Oh. I saw the TV Glow. I
haven't
didn't see
seen it. Heard good things.
Yeah. Immaculate.
Like that. Sydney Sweeney one.
I thought it was fine.
Yep.
Late Night with the Devil.
Liked that.
That's a good one. Long Legs.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Speak No Evil.
Okay.
Which one was that?
Oh, that's the one with James McAvoy. He's back, oh boy, and there's a family and whatever.
Didn't see it.
Yeah, apparently so.
I mean, I saw a full movie's worth of trailers for that movie.
Yeah, that's good.
Sting.
Big Spider, yeah.
That was a fun one for kids, I think. Smile 2 apparently is very good. I didn't see it.
Didn't see it.
The Substance, that was my fave.
Is it a horror movie?
The Substance? Yeah, it's gross.
We're body horror, though?
Yeah. Counts.
Okay.
Terrifier 3 didn't see it.
Omen.
So apparently a guy gets a chainsaw up the butt.
You shouldn't do that.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
The first Omen.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
Okay, I'm giving it Substance delightful. Maybe it's just because I saw it at a film festival and there was like a full cinema of people who were super into it. But I thought it was good and fun.
In terms of a movie that did spook me, even if it didn't make sense towards the end, I really like The Long Legs. So I'm going to say The Long Legs. And I like Nicolas Cage's performance. And
Does Trap count as a horror movie?
Trap. Oh, yeah, I guess.
Josh Hartnett?
Yeah, it's more of a thriller.
It's a thriller, isn't it?
More of a Michael Jackson's thriller.
It's so true.
The winner was Alien Romulus with 26% of the vote.
Interesting.
Runner-up The Substance with 22%. Can you believe people just love big brands? They're swayed by big brands.
That's true.
And they got tricked by Disney into
So the
liking
two
a
brands,
movie.
Alien Romulus and Dennis Quaid.
That's right, exactly.
Right.
No, I liked Alien Romulus. I thought it was
me too.
actually very good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that makes sense. What do we got next?
Best video game adaptation thing. Last year it was The Last of Us.
Yep.
This year, Arcane Season 2.
Still haven't watched it.
Me neither. People are like, I'm emailing you to
Why
tell
haven't
me
you watched
why
Arcane?
because of the emails.
Actually, I did watch it. I didn't like it. There you go.
Okay.
I didn't like it.
Great.
Thought it was shit.
Terrific.
I also thought the second season was better, but I still thought it was shit.
Interesting.
Then I hated all the voice acting. It looked like shit.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was really actually, yeah.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, so look forward to my review of it.
But it is shit.
I've heard that from a lot of people. Arcane Season 2, Borderlands.
Fucking atrocious.
Fallout.
Good.
Knuckles.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Tomb Raider, The
Didn't
Legend
say
of
it.
Lara Croft. Secret Level.
Didn't watch that either.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3 isn't out.
Still haven't seen it.
It's out today.
No, it is out, yeah.
Yeah, it's out today in Australia.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give it to Fallout.
I'm also going to give it to Fallout, but it's probably Arcane. That's what's probably
How accurate to Fallout is it? Dunno. Apparently, it's more accurate to the more recent versions of Fallout. Like the newer Fallout games have taken some liberties with the original concept. They've changed some stuff around, and some big Fallout fans, OG Fallout fans, are not happy with that, I think.
Let me tell you this, Mason. That doesn't matter to me at all.
Correct.
And
Correct
maybe
answer.
her butt was too flat. I saw that was a complaint at some point.
Okay, wow.
But it was a good show and had the ghoul in it.
It did have the ghoul.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Well, Fallout 1 with 51%, followed by Arcane Season 2 with 23%.
That's interesting because you didn't like that.
No, it was shit. Sonic 3 was a late addition. It got a ton of votes in just a few days at 14%. So there you go. That's pretty goddamn
Well, I mean,
good.
that's a little lesson there. If for the Sonic producers, if you want to win this, and I'm sure you do, get it out a little earlier in the year.
Yeah.
God duh.
God duh.
Best streaming service this year.
All right.
This was the closest vote last year, with Disney Plus narrowly beating Amazon Prime by 0.3%.
Well.
Okay, heard of any of these streaming services?
Yep.
Apple TV, Amazon Prime, Bonge.com, Disney Plus, Netflix, HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, Stan, Tubi, YouTube, Other.
YouTube is the thing I watch the most.
Yeah, same.
But I do like most of these. They all have stuff on them, but not always at the same time. I got to do that thing where you shuffle between streaming services.
Oh, maybe you need Hubble.
Maybe I do.
Maybe you need Hubble, the little box that you put on your...
I'm not getting another
Everybody
box.
we know's done a Hubble ad, except us. Is it because we openly rubbish the concept of Hubble?
Yeah, because we think it's shit, like Arcane Season 2, which is better than Season 1.
For people who don't know, Hubble is a little box in Australia you put on your top of your TV, and then it just...
You might think, is it from 1994? Well, in a way.
Yeah.
But go on.
It's just justwatch.com.
Yeah.
You just search in it, and it's like, it's on Netflix.
Wait, so it tells you what it is. It doesn't actually... Because you have to have the actual service.
I don't know. Yeah, you have to have the service.
So it's a TV guide in a box.
It's a TV guide in a box.
Just fucking Google it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's what it is?
I
thought it was like it like a.
This is the ad, by the way. This is sponsored.
I thought it was like you bought and it gave you like a subscription package. I assumed that it was something.
No, you have to buy the subscription packages separately.
What?
You have to acquire them on your own. But what it is,
everyone has a phone. You can
no. So it's a box. You put it on your TV, and it's got a graphical interface.
Yep.
And you go, I would like to watch the Penguin. I wonder what the Penguin is on.
I wonder what the Penguin.
And you go to the search bar and you type in the Penguin, or it just there's probably like options, and it just says it's on binge, and you've got it, and you go okay, and you click it, and it plays the Penguin. You've got Penguin.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, but again, for people who are people who are considering getting Hubble, just go to justwatch.com and you type in the Penguin and it says it's on binge, and then you just go to binge.
Or ask us because we know.
Yeah.
Don't ask us actually.
Hubble, of course, is an anagram that stands for huge Brazilian butt lift. It's HUBBL.
It's YouTube.
Do you think they're going to give us money for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think why wouldn't they?
It's a great point. I also think it's YouTube.
Yeah.
I love YouTube. We say it's YouTube every year.
I mean, I've watched something on all of these except for Tubi.
You watching something on Stan? You watching some original content?
Yeah, I watch something on Stan.
You watching the final season of Bump?
No. But I could. It's a good
show.
It's
the final season. Everyone's pregnant.
Everyone's pregnant.
I'm a teenage boy in high school. How am I pregnant? Satan did it.
Satan did it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you touched yourself at night and that's a sin. So Satan made you pregnant.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to try something different.
I think it is too. Yeah.
All right, I will watch Stan, Satan Gets You Pregnant.
Okay, great.
If you're a teenage boy.
Terrific.
What did the people say, though, Mason?
I don't know.
I'll tell you. Winner is YouTube with 20% of the vote, followed by Disney+.
We did it, folks.
Disney Plus got some good stuff, man.
I agree.
Even though they're a horrible, soulless corporation.
Yeah.
Mason.
They've got stuff.
I mean, they all are. They all are.
Yeah.
I mean, YouTube is Google.
Yeah.
Mason, didn't you know?
No.
Yeah, you're part of the problem.
Wow. That's fine.
I'm anti-capitalist. Only live the right way.
Yeah. On a bed of straw. Best video game is the next category.
I'm in trouble here.
I bet I haven't played any of these.
Yep.
A note from Collins, these nominations below were chosen by listeners, so please don't come at us. Spider-Man 2 won last year.
Okay.
Astrobot, Balatro, which is a card game, I think.
Yep.
Black Myth Wukong.
Monkey Man, yeah.
We're in some dangerous territory because a lot of people are mad because that didn't win something this year, Black Myth.
Oh.
It won. Astrobot won Game of the Year at the Game Awards.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I'm furious.
Well, I give it to Black Myth Wukong. I'm calling it now.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Sure.
Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
No.
Helldivers 2.
People like it.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
What if I could?
Oh, Marvel Rivals.
Did play it. Have played
Silent Hill 2.
Yep, good.
Star Wars Outlaws.
Played like an hour of it.
Thank goodness you're here. I did play that. It's good.
Yeah. What's Thank Goodness You're Here?
It's like a little point-and-clicky adventure sort of thing.
You love that shit, of course
I know, so that's my winner. And then The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. What is that?
I'm not doing it.
That's not even the Zelda. The big Zelda was the other one, right?
Yeah, Big Zelda.
Big Zelda.
Did RoboCop come out this year?
No.
I played that.
I don't think it did. Or unless it did.
Well, I played Marvel Rivals and Star Wars.
You sure did.
So I'm going to give it to Star Wars.
Nice.
Even though I don't love it.
Great.
In fact, I think it's pretty boring.
Wow.
But it's the game on here that I've played other games, but mostly older games this year. Yeah. What about you?
Thank goodness you're here, because it's the only one.
Oh,
I
you
played.
did say that.
Yeah,
Let's have a look what the people say. They said Astrobot and Indiana Jones both won with 16.9% of the vote. Marvel Rivals 14%. You can be Doctor Strange. You can make a portal. You can do a portal with Doctor Strange. The next one.
Nice.
Next.
Okay. Well, this is a bit indulgent. Favorite Caravan of Garbage series.
This is where I shine, Mason.
Because it's the stuff you made?
Yep.
Last year's winner was the You Know It When You See It series featuring Dick Tracy, Rockety, Phantom, Shadow, and Green Hornet.
That was fun.
But here we go. Alien 1 to 4,
Yep.
Avatar The Last Airbender,
Yep.
Classic Godzilla and King Kong,
I like that.
Hellboy,
Good
Kick-Ass, Mad Max, Planet of the Apes, Terminator 1 and 2, Tom Holland Spider-Man, The Thing, The Lord of the Rings trilogy and games,
Just finished that.
The Real Ghostbusters,
Yep.
A Russell Crowe trilogy.
The Rusty Crowe History Trilogy.
Yeah. The Wizard of Oz.
Yep.
Video game movies, Wolverine movies, Zorro movies.
I enjoyed looking at those Russell Crowe movies.
Yeah, they were, yeah.
And, Lord of the Rings we just finished, so it would probably
Yep.
be that. But Mad Max was fun.
Mad Max was fun. Oh, it was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, classic.
Planet of the Apes was good.
Yeah, classic Godzilla and King Kong was also
That
good.
was good. That
'Cause
was
they more
It's fun looking back at
Yeah.
looking into all of that.
more a little more magical than I thought they would be. You know
Avatar: The Last Airbender we recorded like 4 years ago, and then I sat on it and I thought I lost it,
Yeah,
and then I
right.
found it, so that was a big deal.
Huh. Not the last thing you sat on you thought you lost. I'm going to go with Mad Max. I
You
think.
got me then.
I did, it's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mad Max.
You know why? Because we reviewed it and we probably said a bunch of Australian things.
We did,
And that's fun.
and look forward to that in the new year. You'll see when you'll know when
Yeah.
you see it.
That's gone.
This was a lot of the Rings won with 23% of the vote, And next up was the Rusty Crow Hughes trilogy at 12%.
That was a good one also.
These are all good.
Good choices.
All round.
Thanks to SEO, search engine optimization.
Agreed.
And trends.
Trends?
Trends told us to make these.
Tren. The training supplement and steroid.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I love that.
You should get on it.
Would I get yoked?
Maybe.
Would I get Rafe Fiennes yoked?
You might get Rafe Fiennes yoked. Is that what you want?
Yeah, probably.
Cool.
That level of like...
I'll give him a call.
You're like, that's too yoked.
Because he's my dealer, so he could probably deal to you.
Rafe Fiennes is?
Yeah, I'll say that. You say, I'll tell him that. I'll just tell him the situation.
Okay, cool. Yeah, nice.
All right.
Oh, here's one. This is for the worst series ever.
Okay.
Unsurprisingly, last year's runaway winner was Marvel's Secret Invasion. Are we going to get a sweep that strong? Because that was atrocious.
Looking at this, let's find out.
These nominations below were chosen by listeners. Don't come at us. Okay. Worst series ever. The Acolyte.
It's fine.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Fine.
I forgot that came out. The Bear season 3.
Didn't watch
Interesting.
it.
The Boys season 4.
Yeah, it was all right.
Bridgerton season 3.
Didn't watch it.
Do we have a lot of Bridgerton fans? Should we be
Bridgerting?
Should we be Bridgetering or Torrenton?
Mr. Bridgerton.
How dare you, Mr. Bridgerton? How dare you come at me with your shirt unbuttoned so? Mr. Bridgerton? You're a beast, Mr. Bridgerton. I won't have it.
It's pretty good.
I bet it is. House of the Dragon season 2.
Don't like it.
Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power season 2.
Didn't finish it.
The Office Australia.
I didn't finish
The
it.
Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live.
Don't remember.
True Detective Night Country.
That was all right. Worst.
Worst.
I don't like Game of Thrones, man. I didn't like their House of the Dragon series. I don't like anyone on it.
Right.
I don't like it. I'm going to say that.
I'm going to say, I don't care about any of these. I like The Bear season 3. A lot of people said
It wasn't as good and whatever.
Yeah, but I think there were some good episodes. Did you watch The Bear season 3? You did.
I haven't started it.
Okay.
Oh, I did start it.
There are some great episodes where we see the kind of the origin stories of some of the supporting cast.
Okay.
Which I think there's an episode directed by Io Edebiri, which is about, how there's the lady and Io Edebiri gets the job, and there's the older lady who
She's
doesn't
like, I don't like you.
Yeah, we get her origin story.
cool,
and I think
okay.
it's really good.
Where'd you get her superpowers?
Sandwiches.
Great.
Yeah. But her husband is that guy from Dexter. And they're married in real life.
The main guy from Dexter?
No.
James Remar?
No.
The guy who wears the hat?
Yes.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
The guy with the hat.
I think so.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's
I'm
great.
happy for them.
Yeah.
The Acolyte one with 25% of the vote. The runner-up was Avatar: The Last Airbender with 18%.
I thought The Acolyte was all right. The Acolyte, it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. Would you recommend it, though?
No, but there's other stuff to watch.
I agree.
There's probably something in best series ever.
Let's find out.
Hang on, but I don't know which is my least favorite.
Oh.
I'm going to pick something I didn't see. House of the Dragon season 2.
I agree.
Cop
That's
that,
mine.
Matt Smith, if you're still in that, in fact.
Yes.
That's right. Best series ever.
All right.
The Last of Us also won this last year. Nominations below were chosen by listeners. Don't come at us.
We won't.
Best series ever. Nominations: Agatha All Along, Arcane season 2. Well, we know
that was shit.
Yeah. Baby Reindeer.
I remember that.
The Boys season 4. Invincible season 2.
Yeah, I like that.
The Fallout.
Good.
The Penguin.
Good.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Loved it.
Shogun.
Yeah.
X-Men 97.
Yeah, I like that too.
Oh, good. Some good contenders here.
For me, it's Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Thought it was terrific.
That is a good series.
I loved all the little fashions. I loved how each story opened in a little bit of a different way.
Yeah.
I liked their pairing.
Yep.
The writing was really good. Just everything about that I really enjoyed.
James, you've taken the words right out of my mouth regarding the series Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Great.
It's a shame that those characters are not coming back for
They
the
might,
next season.
actually.
Oh.
Yeah. They might.
Isn't it about some young folks next time? I mean, I'm sure they'll return in some capacity.
They're Maya Erskine, who's in it, mentioned that maybe.
Is it like, have they mentioned some upcoming stars? And it was like some
there's some other people in it, yes.
Some anyway.
Not as young as us, though.
I'm going to say Mr. and Mrs. Smith because you're absolutely right. It was a delightful time. I love the one where they had to look after Ron Perlman.
That was fun.
He's like, I'm old.
I'm old, Ron Perlman.
old.
Give me a cigarette.
Exactly.
The Penguin one, that's 25% of the vote. Fair enough.
I didn't think the Mr. and Mrs. Smith finale was that strong.
No, I disagree. How about that?
Okay, well.
I thought it was strong.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And
or maybe I just didn't like the fact that they were... no spoilers.
All right.
I didn't like...
The ambiguity of it all?
I didn't like the fact that...
Paul Dano?
No, I did like Paul Dano. He's good.
Did you like the other Mr. and Mrs. Smith couple? Because I liked that.
They were fun, yeah.
Yeah. I liked it a lot.
Okay, great.
I'm going
What did the people say? Oh, what do you say?
Sorry. I'm going to say Mr. and Mrs. Smith. The Penguin one with 25% of the vote. Fair enough. Runner-up was X-Men 97 with 18%. Yep, that was good. They're both good. I can't really argue with that.
That's so true.
But we will.
Yeah, that's right.
But not today. Next up, we've got...
Worst movie ever.
Yay!
The Flash won last year, fair call.
Yep, bad movie.
But this year, the nominees are some treats in here. Argyle, awful.
Fuck.
Borderlands,
Ugh.
awful. The Crow,
Not as bad as those other two.
Young People. Deadpool and Wolverine.
No, that shouldn't be.
Yeah, Madam Web.
That also shouldn't be in
Joker Folie à Deux.
Nah.
Craven the Hunter.
Nah.
Megalopolis.
Bad.
Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver.
Did not like that.
Red One.
Bad movie.
Venom the Last Dance.
For me, it's Argyle or Borderlands. You know what? It's Borderlands.
Yeah.
Because Borderlands has clearly been tampered with. It's not funny. At least Argyle had a good cast.
That's true.
I mean, I guess Borderlands
It has a good cast.
Borderlands has Kate fucking Blanchett in it.
Yeah.
But it was atrocious. And it was so unfunny and uninspiring, and someone turned into an angel at the end and they wanted to get into a box or something, and the action was bad. Like, you could say with Argyle, there were some good action sequences in it.
That's so true.
Like the train fight.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, that at least has one action sequence, but I could not name another good Borderlands action sequence. And as much as we made fun of, like, Joker Folie à Deux, and to the extent that is some sort of weird experiment in telling all the fans of the first one that they were awful people, that's funny at least.
That is funny.
And again, we got
the Joker.
We got to put these through the lens of none of this is our money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Megalopolis, that's Francis Ford Coppola's money.
Agreed.
He can do what he wants.
Yep, and we love that.
Except for crimes. He
Yeah,
can't do
don't-
those.
you're not allowed to
Stop
do that.
doing crimes. Rebel Moon Part 2, although just boring.
So boring.
To
Remember
me-
when Jimmy the Robot had a fight? He was like, I'll fight for you. I'll fight for your Rebel Moon.
I think Rebel Moon Part 2 is worse than Borderlands.
Maybe. You might be right. I'm not going to fight you on that.
No, absolutely not. I think it's Rebel Moon Part 2. I would love to in a less stacked year, Borderlands I think would take it.
I just don't like anything that Borderlands did at all. I think at least in Rebel Moon, you could say at some point there was some imagery where I went, oh, maybe.
Okay.
And maybe there was a hot sword, and that was okay.
It might have been a hot sword, yeah.
But Borderlands was just...
I thought Kevin Hart was all right in Borderlands.
Yeah, but apparently he's not like that or... I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. We're allowed...
I wouldn't even say no one's bad in Borderlands. Would you even... I wouldn't even say that. There's not like what an atrocious performance.
What would you rather watch again? Rebel Moon Part 2 or Borderlands?
Borderlands is shorter.
Yeah, same. I'd rather watch Borderlands again. If we were going to do a commentary on it,
Yeah.
I would rather watch Borderlands again because at least I can point at things and go, that looks interesting. You know?
You couldn't do that for Rebel Moon.
I don't think I
What
could.
if you saw an oxen?
Well, that's brown.
What if you saw an oxen and it looked different than another oxen?
I could say that.
What if they were shoveling coal into a fucking starship?
That's pretty good.
What if they went back for the wheat and then they went, fuck it, just shoot all the wheat?
It's true. They could burn all that wheat, couldn't they? No, I'm still saying it's Rebel Moon.
All right. Well, Joker 2 won with 17.7%, followed by
Interesting.
Borderlands with 17.4%, coming in nice and close.
Okay.
Oh, here we go, Mason.
The most just a movie ever.
Yeah.
James's most anticipated movie won this one last year. What was that?
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yep. 5.
Most just a movie. Here we go. Argyle.
No,
Beetlejuice.
that was just a movie.
Beverly Hills Cop 4.
I'm going to say a little bit better than just a movie.
Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine.
No, a little bit better than that.
The Fall Guy.
A little bit better.
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Sucks.
Godzilla X Kong The New Empire.
No, that was good.
Red One.
Ugh.
Twisters.
Yep.
Venom The Last Dance.
God.
Good field for just a movie.
Far out.
Can we eliminate some? Argyle was bad.
Argyle's bad.
Beetlejuice is in the running, I think.
Yep.
That was all right.
Yep.
Beverly Hills Cop 4.
I didn't mind it.
Thought it was lots of fun. I like Jogo
Let's leave
Lev.
it.
That guy, R.I.P., who died.
Yes.
It's a shame. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Better than
Just a movie,
okay, yeah.
The Fall Guy.
That's some okay stuff in it.
Yeah, I think the Emily Blunt, Ryan Gosling
Yep.
romance pretty fun.
Good action.
Yeah.
When
good.
it looked real.
You want to look real, which is not a lot of the time.
Yep.
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Don't know anything about this.
Interesting. Okay. Thought it was all right.
I would say, no, I would be more negative on that than just a movie.
You would, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Godzilla X Kong.
I liked it.
More fun than just a movie.
Agreed.
Red One's,
Bad.
yeah.
I would say it's bad.
I would say it's on the cusp of just a movie.
If
though.
it cost $80 million, I would just a movie.
Yeah. Twisters is a lot of fun.
Twist is all right, yeah.
This is a lot of fun. Venom: The Last Dance. Ooh, that's pretty just a movie
It's
for
very
me.
just a movie.
It's very just a movie, honestly.
You know, the one that I'm most indifferent to on this is
Yes.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, right.
So I feel like that's where I should go. Where I went,
Okay.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yep.
Whereas,
Like,
it doesn't do anything wrong. Specifically.
no.
There's no, except for including the pedophile.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
oh, yeah.
quite prominently as a claymation man.
It's interesting to think about.
Yeah, for me, it's a tie between Beetlejuice, and Venom: The Last Dance. I'm going to give it to Beetlejuice. I'm going to give Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm going to give it to Venom.
Sorry?
I'm going to give it to Venom: The Last Dance.
Okay.
Nothing stood out. They tried. They're like, what if there was a Venom with lightning lady powers?
What if?
Nothing. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Use them for 2 seconds.
I'm going to Beetlejuice it.
All right.
And people are saying...
Is that a verb now?
Yep.
Okay.
People are saying The Fall Guy with 16% and Ghostbusters Frozen Empire with 13%. The winner...
Yes.
I was about to read out the next one. The best thing.
Wow.
Here we go.
Best movie ever.
All right.
Last year, Across the Spider-Verse was the winner.
Uh-huh.
And here are the nominees. Alien Romulus, Challengers, Civil War, Deadpool and Wolverine, Dune Part 2, Furiosa and Mad Max Saga, Monkey Man, The Substance, Transformers 1, The Wild Robot.
Of these...
Are they going to try and juice it, these Transformers fans?
Maybe.
Wow.
I didn't see. Of these, yet.
What do you transform into useful members of society?
Whoa, maybe they are. Maybe they live rich, fulfilling lives.
Maybe.
Do you think they don't, though?
I couldn't say. Never met one in the real world.
From just this list?
Yep.
Challenges,
yeah.
There must be more, though.
Right, more good movies this year. Look up good movies come
best
out
movies
this year.
2024. My Old Ass, The Substance.
Oh, yeah.
Dear Santa. Don't Move.
Yeah. Challenge is good. I'm really looking forward to Queer.
Why
which
didn't
is
Gladiator 2 come up in any of this?
Yeah, not at all, right?
What about...
Is that just a movie?
I think so.
Yeah. That's better than just a movie, though. I think Denzel elevates that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it is Challenges.
It's a good movie.
I'm looking at everything else here, and I'm like...
Challenges are super fun, and you watch it, and you're like, man, what's this time-shifting gimmick? I don't know. Is this going to work? And then it just works perfectly.
What about Dune Part 2? You know what I really liked?
Go on.
Hitman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I watched that twice. I liked it so much.
It's a good movie.
But again, I haven't seen like Love Lies Bleeding. That's apparently very good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's probably Challenges for me, though.
Yeah, I think
but
so
I really, really liked Love Lies. I haven't seen that. I really liked Hitman.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Even though you said all those things about Glenn Powell, which quite frankly was...
I did say that.
Very rude.
Yeah.
What are you going to say then?
I'm going to say Challenges.
Let's what the people say, the real people.
Yeah, I agree with you.
They say The Fall Guy.
Interesting.
No, they say Dune Part 2.
That is a good movie
with
also.
35%. No problem there.
Yeah.
Runner-up, Transformers 1.
Remember the part in Dune Part 2?
Yeah.
Where all the people are... Where Timothy Chalamet...
We have to Dune Part 2.
No, James, you're misremembering. He said...
Get my knife.
He said, if all of you swear to me to Dune, I swear to Dune too. Do you remember when he said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was...
And they went... They all inhaled at the same time.
Did they? And he went, stop breathing in all the air.
Yeah, that's right. It's moist and I want it.
So Dune Part 2 won 35%. You never guess who the follow-up, rather runner-up is at 20%.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
No, it was Transformers 1.
Wow, nice
try. Couldn't even get
Nice try, you low dogs.
Nice work, man.
Wow.
Embarrassing for you.
Wow, what are you? A bunch of Insecticons?
Whoa.
Buzzing around our face. We're going to swat them out of the way.
Got him,
nice
got him,
try.
got him.
What are you,
Go on. Third was Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, what are you,
Those little cassette fellas?
Yeah, what are you, a bunch of cassette fellas?
You live in someone's chest?
Yeah, what are you, rat bat? What are you,
Rumble?
Yeah, what are you, rumble?
What are you, Rumble?
Yeah.
What are you, the one that turns into a cheetah or whatever?
Cheetor?
No, but there's a cassette. Maybe it's a lion.
Oh, yeah. What are you, that guy?
Is that who you are?
Yeah.
Get out of someone's chest and live your own life.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
We got one more. It's very self-indulgent.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite moment from the podcast of the year.
I couldn't possibly comment because I don't remember what we did.
No, I could give you a list, but we don't have an actual thing. They said this is just an optional final thing if you'd like to nominate something from our best of 2024 clip show. Maybe we'll just leave this then, because this will come up in the clip show.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of Mason watching The Rookie.
Oh, yeah, that's a fun bit.
Did you watch The Rookie?
I didn't. Not seen a single minute of it.
All right. Oh, someone said all of it.
Oh, that's pretty
nice.
good.
Yeah, but that's not true.
Some was bad.
Some of it was bad.
Some flat spots in there.
Yeah, definitely. Just like right now.
Yeah, wow.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, you're welcome.
But we've got more podcast right now after this theme song. Yeah. For what we're reading?
What we're going to read.
I'm doing the thing. What are we reading today? What?
Great question, James.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, we're recording currently on Boxing Day.
You didn't need to tell me that.
Day after Christmas, January
21st.
January 21st. That's when we're recording.
Australia Day.
That's right, which is different time zones.
It is.
Anywhere else, it might be Christmas Day.
It might be.
But there's some new movies out.
Oh, yeah.
Sonic 3's out.
Yep.
So is Better Man, the Robbie Williams biopic where he's a monkey.
Yep. Okay.
Also, you know what I might watch? I might watch A Real Pain, which is do you know what I'm talking about? It's the Jesse Eisenberg movie.
Oh, that's the one he does with Kieran Culkin.
That's correct.
Yes. I watched that Actors on Actors thing with him and
Coleman Domingo.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Good, right?
What a pairing.
They are a pairing.
Yeah.
But apparently, I think this was probably in that interview.
I think it isn't.
So it's Jesse Eisenberg. It's a movie he's written and directed, and he co-stars in with Kieran Culkin. And he hired Kieran Culkin having not seen any of his work.
Ever.
And not really knowing him. He met him in an interview. He met him during the auditions for Adventureland.
Yeah.
Which was years ago.
Like 2009
And then he was just like, I'm going to get Kieran Culkin. And I've seen interviews with the both of them where Kieran Culkin's like, you didn't even know me. And then Jesse Eisenberg's like, but it's a vibe. And it's like, he's right.
Yeah, it is.
He's not wrong. Like, I saw, like, it's also it's interesting to like, because Kieran Culkin's kind of like seems like a kind of a wild card a little bit. And Jesse Eisenberg's like meant to be this, like he's got a kind of a erotic vibe to him, but he's in this instance, he's just like, but I hired this guy based on vibes, and I think he's right. So
absolutely.
That's a bit of fun, isn't it?
I should watch that movie.
I think I'll watch it also.
You know what I haven't?
I could watch Craven again.
Oh, you could watch Craven again.
Also Wallace and Gromit out. There's a new Wallace and Gromit.
Oh, is it?
Movie. Yeah.
Wallace versus Gromit?
Wallace versus Gromit, Dawn of Gromit.
Grommets.
Yeah, Dawn of Grommets.
I'm not watching What If. You're not watching that?
No, but that is out, isn't it? A few episodes. I know it's out because there are people just on Twitter just spamming whole clips from the show.
Okay. Are they liking it?
People are liking it. So, I mean, again, it's some of the vaguest.
What if the Avengers had mechs?
What if the Avengers had mechs?
What if they did?
There's one that's What If Agatha Went to Hollywood, which looks kind of fun. There's some Agatha Harkness and meets Kingo. Looks like a bit of fun.
I think I might just not watch this, honestly.
Interesting.
Yeah, what about you?
No, I'll watch it, I think.
Okay.
Because of mechs.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a Red Guardian.
The Red Guardian Winter Soldier one I do want to watch, actually.
So we're going to watch it, are we?
What about this?
You're going to watch it,
Yeah, I'll watch that one. I read the Alien Romulus comic. It's a prequel comic.
Alien Romulus comic
by Zach Thompson.
Okay, and is that a
Daniel
prequel or what is it? What is that?
And Yen Nitro. It's how the alien got on the Romulus ship.
Snuck on?
Yeah, and it's got the Ash robot in it and whatever and etc.
Is that less disrespectful because it's a comic book?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
It's a one thing.
One and done?
And it was like, oh, okay, that's how
One and done bit of fun, would you say?
I would say it's a bit of fun.
Would you say one and done, it's a bit of fun?
I wouldn't say that.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Because I don't have to say it.
You should, though.
I have to say the things that you want me to say.
We need more catchphrases for the coming year, 2025.
One and done, Chainsaw in the Bum, Terrifier 3.
Nice.
What do you think?
Yes.
A movie
one
I
and
haven't
done,
seen.
Chainsaw in the Bum, bit of fun.
I think
that's a bit of fun.
It's not fun, though.
Well, for a lot of people, it is.
I don't think...
People are watching that movie, they're loving it.
I thought you meant people who were experiencing that.
No, I wouldn't want to experience that.
You don't think?
No.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're having a good time.
I'm having a wonderful time.
Should we go to the next segment of the show?
Yes, it's called Letters.
That's where we do letters.
I'll do the letters thing.
I'll let you.
For the last time this year.
Yep.
The classic one was...
Letters, oh letters, we love you. Some letters, they're only a day away. You know they're here right now. We're going to do letters.
Hey, if you want to reach the show, it's quite simple. You just weeklyplanetpod@gmail.com. Send a Gmail
Very
to Nick
simple.
Mason.
That's right.
And if you know him in real life, send him one and just say hi. Just like if you know him as a person.
Oh, it's a great
just
point,
shoot one there
actually,
and go,
yeah.
hey, man, remember me?
Yeah.
Remember me? I'm your friend from school.
Yeah.
Or maybe you know me in real life, in which case you can also send one to.
It's true.
But I won't read it, but maybe Mason will read it to me. It might not even be on the show. He might just let me know. Say your full name, send like maybe a picture of you. So if I do know you,
yeah.
I would like to, I want to know who's listening.
What are you up to?
I want to know who's listening to this who knows me in real life.
Okay.
All right?
Even if you've lost contact for decades?
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah, I would like to know that as well, actually.
Yeah. Is anyone out there?
Yeah.
Does anyone know what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people you know.
Yeah.
Who I'm like, are they listening and are they still alive? You are well aware that I have a few mystery high school friends where I'm like, what are they up to? I wonder if they're alive.
We've tried to puzzle it out.
But I'm like, in order to do that, I have to have an awkward conversation with somebody, like a relative, to be like, are they still alive?
No.
Oh.
Anyways, or there's a thread in the Planet Broadcasting Great Mates Facebook group.
That's exactly right.
We'll probably move to Blue Sky at some point, or when we're on there. But like,
all right. Okay,
I don't know, I'm in the middle of something.
Terrific. Here's an email from Grant.
Grant?
Hello, gents. Tell me what you think of this idea.
Grant, do I know you in real life?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Jake Johnson as live-action Peter B. Parker. Sony could actually tie together all of their terrible movies by making a one-off series or movie where Peter is just a kooky husband-father fighting terrible supervillains who take themselves seriously. We're already getting a Spider-Verse to live-action pipeline with Nick Cage's Spider-Man Noir.
Good
I
point.
feel like these insanely dumb movies deserve a goofy Spider-Man to tie them all together and really double down on how dumb they are.
I think he would be terrific in
I think
doing
he would
that.
too, right?
Yeah.
Good
I
for
liked
him
his
getting that.
movie. I liked
Yeah,
his
yeah.
movie this year, whatever
Yeah.
it was.
I mean, he doesn't really look like that guy.
He looks good enough.
He looks,
Not
but he
good
looks
enough.
like
That's
Jake
the wrong
Johnson.
way.
He
And you
looks-
could change the hair slightly.
Yeah.
It's totally okay. You'd need to like work out a little bit, but not that much.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I think it'd be fine.
Yeah, I think that'd be really good.
Yeah.
That'd be good. I sort of, this crops up every once in a while, but and of course, especially at Christmas, but Michael Caine in a Muppets Christmas Carol, that one of those various interviews surfaces where he's like, I'm playing this like Shakespeare.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get a guy, you get the self-aware guy.
Get a guy.
You get a guy you put him in the Spum movies where he's like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
And you're all stupid.
You're stupid idiots.
And all your work was stupid.
And it's true.
And it's true, actually.
Yeah, I like it. And they've probably thought about it at the very
Yeah.
least. This is from Theo Kaufman,
Yes.
who says, Gentlemen, do you think they'll introduce the DCU's Batman in the greenlit Clayface film? If not, who would make a good villain? Thank you for introducing me to the work of matte painting. You're welcome.
Now, it's firmly been established that the Clayface movie is a DCU movie.
Yes.
It's not a Matt Reeves, the Batman.
I think Batman will be in it.
Okay, right.
I think because otherwise it's just a Clayface
Right.
solo movie.
Now, the question then becomes, is this movie therefore going to be a success, or is it like, do you think he's going to be in the entire movie, or do you think it's a post-credit sequence?
I don't know. It also maybe
It's weird you don't know that.
Yeah, I know. I don't. I think he'll be in it. I think that would be maybe he's like a shadowy figure from Clayface's perspective. Maybe,
Right,
but
okay.
I think that's the way they're going to do it. I think James Gunn is smart enough, and so is who's making this again? Goddamn.
The DC Universe.
No, the guy.
Peter Safran?
No, he
John
did that.
Safran.
The guy who wrote it. He did like Midnight Mass and stuff.
Oh,
Flanagan, Mike Flanagan.
Flanagan.
Where like this either script is so good that you don't need Batman,
Yes.
or he's in it.
So true, isn't it?
So yeah, that's what I think.
But I mean, the Penguin worked as a,
Yeah.
I mean, it's, it's
I mean,
Apple-
they'd already established the universe.
No, that's
but
true.
not
But I
that
mean,
it
it's
matters really,
apples
but-
and oranges, I understand. But just the basic premise of people do enjoy if you show a bad guy who isn't an anti-hero, who isn't
Yeah.
immediately redeemed,
He can be bad.
or has never done anything good, or has never done anything bad in the first place.
People like podcasters like that.
We don't need a spum style Clayface. He can just be a bad guy, and if
Yeah.
that is compelling, that works.
Or a tragic character.
It could be
He's
tragic.
doing good.
Yes, that's right.
Got
And he actually doesn't like murderers.
Yeah.
And he doesn't use his Clayface powers.
Why would he?
Because
Because he hasn't got them yet.
he hasn't got them yet. It's true. He'll earn them at the end.
Yeah.
You go to an art supply store and get a big brick of clay and bite into it. Nom, 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 nom. I hope this gives me Clayface powers, he'll say.
Credits.
Yeah. Nom, 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 nom.
Next thing.
Here's an email from James. But
That's
not
me.
you.
That's
No.
me.
Hello, James and Meso. I've recently subscribed to Big Sandwich.
I'm
I've been
on there.
listening through the backlog of followers of podcasts. In one of the Q&As, Mason mentioned he's enjoying silent films and wishes there were more modern ones. Did I? Okay, great.
No, you don't.
So I was wondering if he had heard
You're
of...
probably trying to be arty and
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I was wondering if he had heard of or seen Hundreds of Beavers, a black and white silent slapstick comedy film about a man trying to kill hundreds of beavers.
Yep.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen the trailer.
I've seen it so many times.
Have you actually seen it?
Yeah, so, yep.
Okay.
And I've heard of it.
Interesting.
So-
yeah, I haven't
But
seen
what would you think it was about?
It's about exactly what he
And
said.
you've seen it too.
No, I haven't seen it, but I would
Yeah.
like to see it.
Okay, cool.
It's available on streaming now. It wasn't available in Australia for a long time.
And it's
but
new, isn't it?
It is new.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, okay. And what do the beavers look like?
Beavers.
That's wrong. They're men in beaver costumes. Give it a quick Goog. Have
That's
quick
a
look.
me. I don't need to Google it.
Okay.
I will if it makes you happy.
It does, actually.
What's
yeah.
it called again?
Hundreds of beavers.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently, it's very funny. I'm looking forward to seeing it, actually.
2022.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll check it out again.
You should check it out again. Okay.
Why am I pretending I've seen this?
I don't know.
It's from 2024, actually. Yeah, all right, cool. And you like silent movies, don't you?
Apparently I do.
Yeah. Some Raymond Townsley.
I'm looking forward to Nosferatu, which is getting a release in America now, I think.
And it's
not
the
out
1st of
January 1st,
for us. Yeah.
We've got a lot of stuff to talk about when we come back.
I hope so. Do you think in our personal lives?
No.
Raymond Townsley says, is Dune the new Star Wars? I asked because the pupils I teach in multiple classes have more interest in Dune than Star Wars. They couldn't tell you a new Star Wars product, but discuss Dune lore on the TV series.
Interesting you say Star Wars product as well. That's fun.
I didn't say that.
No, he said it.
Yeah, I said it, but I wasn't. They're not my words.
I know.
You know that, right?
I do know that,
Yeah.
yes. Is it... I don't know if Dune...
I don't think it can be.
Yeah.
In terms of like merch and spin-offs, and kids don't like it.
Kids don't like it. It's
or
true.
know it.
No.
I think it could be. It's big, but I don't think it could ever be Star
Dune
Wars.
babies.
Very good.
Sandy babies.
Sandy babies. I got sand in me. I'm a baby.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
Stellan Skarsgård's a big sandy baby.
It's true.
Well, he's a big oily baby.
He's oily.
Yeah, he's an oily baby.
He's floating around, isn't he?
I don't know. I think...
I think it can be a sci-fi epic.
Yeah, Dune is missing the element of fun, I think, that
Okay.
Star Wars Star Wars has, I think. It's
Okay.
sometimes missing. But I don't know. It's like Star Wars to me, the best of it is kind of a swashbuckling epic. And
Yeah.
you don't get that with Dune. I don't
Even Andor? Because that one's about prisons and capitalism.
Yeah, that's not about swashbuckling really.
It's about
at all.
shooting a guy you don't like.
That's true, yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, you don't like him a little bit, and that's enough reason
That's
to shoot
enough,
him.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah, I think, I mean, presumably you've got a teenage... Presumably you're either teaching teenagers or people at like college level. I imagine you're not primary school, but no, I don't know.
Yep.
It can be big,
Could be big.
but that's it.
Could be big.
That's all I'll say.
Now, here's one more post. This is from the Great Mates Facebook group.
Okay.
This is from Anthony. I'll ask until I hear it on the pod. Who would win in a fight, you now or your dad at your current age?
Fuck, that's a good question.
Me easily. I don't know. I got moves that guy doesn't even know.
Oh yeah, what do you got?
Because what's that?
You're gonna kiss him? I think
Yes.
I'm stronger than my dad was at my age.
Yeah, right.
Because he's one of those guys who, like, he's always
He's
been
bigger than you.
Yeah, not
He's
by,
always been bigger.
Yeah, he has, but not by much.
Yeah.
But think about, I'm 41 and he's 41. If he was 41,
Yeah.
I don't think he was working. He was doing a corporate job at that point, though he was still firefighting.
Yeah, right.
And so he had a level of fitness. But once he told me he stopped going to the gym after a few weeks, as he said, it made him get weaker. And I'm like, I don't know what you did.
Yeah, right.
But out of what you're talking about,
He snapped his legs on a weight machine. Just snapped him in half.
I think I could probably beat my dad just through strength.
I think my dad would be physically stronger, but
Yeah.
I would have like I could choke him out.
You could kiss him.
I could choke him out easily.
We should do that.
I think, go back in time and fight our dads? I guess we could, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, something to think about, though.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Because remember, this would be what, the 40s,
I
so
think,
like the
yeah.
80s?
Yeah, I think my dad...
90s.
90s. I think my dad is that...
They would be still doing old school
He's doing old
fighting.
school punching.
He's doing punch. They were expecting a punch and a block.
I think I could, like, lift my dad off the ground and slam him into the ground.
Yeah, right.
I think I could actually do that. I think that wouldn't be a problem for me. Yeah.
All right.
Like, ethically or physically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if I could beat up your dad.
Easily.
Now.
Oh, now, yeah. Yeah.
Do you reckon you could beat up my dad at your age?
Your dad's current age?
No. If he was your age.
Yeah, probably.
All right, let's set it up.
All right, let's fire up the old time
Make it
machine.
happen.
Yeah.
We don't often delve into verses outside
true.
of the episodes that
That's
we do,
true, yeah.
but that was a really
This is
good
compelling,
one.
I
That was a
think,
good
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about this for the last letter of the year? Unless you've got another one.
I don't.
This is from Audrey, who says, "What are you getting for yourselves for Christmas this year?" Nothing.
Interesting.
I don't. I have everything that I need.
Yeah.
Which sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't, obviously.
No.
I would love a boat.
You'd love a boat.
Yeah, I'll just take one. I wouldn't use it, but I'll take it.
All right.
Or a hang glider.
What I do is I just wait for because I just buy a bunch of stuff on the internet, and whatever jacket or watch or whatever
Yeah.
arrives the day before Christmas, I'm like, that's my present to myself.
Good for you. You earned it.
Yeah, I did earn it.
So, yeah, that's a good thing about being an adult and having some money.
That's
You can
right.
just- for me. And I know
Yeah,
not
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
has this luxury,
Yeah.
but I don't make extravagant purchases.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I'm not doing anything. Am I ever? What am I ever doing?
I mean, this room is filled with Daytona machines.
And vomit.
And then, well, yeah, because we eat, popcorn and cotton candy, and then we get on the Daytona machines and we whiz around and we vomit. We
do.
We put them on wheels.
Yeah, we put them on
Daytona
wheels.
machines.
We zip around. And we have VR headsets on. Playing different games.
Yeah, that's right.
It's good. We have fun.
I like to think we have fun.
I should buy myself something big and nice, Mason.
Yeah.
No, I probably shouldn't, actually. I'm not going to. That's the show.
That is the whole show.
Yes.
Folks, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for listening throughout the year. What a year it's been.
Yep.
I mean, we didn't really remember, but all the memories came rushing back.
All at once.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ah!
It was too many.
Yeah.
We're
in like one of those thrillers where we get all our memories back at once. We're like,
we're the one where Hugh Jackman thinks about his memories. That movie?
Probably.
Perseverance, Perseverance,
Yeah.
Transcendence,
Yep.
Time Brain.
Time brain. Hugh Jackman's time brain. I'm remembering everything at once.
That's because we've given you a time brain. Hugh
But how do
Jackman.
I remember that I'm in the future? How am I remembering the future? That's artistic, I think. Is that because all time occurs at the same time?
No, we gave you a time brain.
Oh, that settles it then.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. Folks, thank you for telling your friends about the podcast because that is how we get new listeners. And thank you for leaving a 5-star review on any podcatcher of choice.
You can do this the month we're away. You can do it every day.
That's true.
It says, I get all my... This one's from...
At least you could bloody do your Transformers fans.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Getting in here.
Yeah.
Bitter Maloney, who says...
Oh, that sounds like a Transformers fan.
I agree. I get all my opinions from these guys. I don't know or care about movies or comics or TV shows, but I love this podcast. Just two great mates having a great time and telling me about their special interests. It's nice and I like it. I would love to know what their favorite flowers and smells are. Vanilla?
Lasagna.
All right. The lasagna flower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for providing a comforting soundtrack to daily life and for talking about all the latest movies and TV shows because I literally would never hear about them otherwise.
Also,
Have
waffles.
a lovely rest of your day. Waffles, okay.
That's a good smell.
But it's saying that I wouldn't hear about all this stuff, but you don't have to hear about all
That's
that
true,
stuff,
actually.
Yeah.
Most of you better off.
I agree. This one's from the Jack 16 who says, "Help me get to Saturn." 3 French ladies talking about astrology. 5 stars.
Yep, I'll take it.
Yeah, whatever.
5 stars, man.
We
That's
don't
cool.
care.
Folks, if you want to get into contact
We
with
can't help you get to Saturn, though.
That's so true. Go to weeklyplanetpod@gmail.com.
Maybe
Go to
we
the
get to
Planet
Saturn.
Broadcasting Great Mates Facebook group or the Weekly Planet Podcast subreddit and Discord for fun civil chats about podcasts and pop culture.
Pop culture.
Thank you to Fidel and Maisie and Sarabi for all their wonderful work this year, moderating the forums, but also making the Weekly Planet clips for the Clips channel
Hells
and
yes.
the TikTok. And Fidel often does the some video game
Oh
editing
my
and all
God.
sorts of stuff.
We got some stuff coming
Makes
up
it
in the
happen.
break, yeah.
If you want to follow some people on the socials, first you go to follow our friend Rob Collins. He's at Rob Collins on Twitter. He's at the Weekly Planet on Twitter. He collated all the Weekly Planet awards and all. He's doing all sorts of stuff. He does all kinds of stuff. Follow him at Rob Collins on Twitter, at the Weekly Planet on Twitter for all the Weekly Planet news. Keep up to date. You want to follow me on Twitter, it's Wikipedia Brown, and on Instagram, it's Nick Maso. James is Mr. Sunday Movies everywhere. You want to support the show, you go to patreon.com/Mr. Sunday Movies. Chuck in a buck or an amount you will not miss, or you go to bigsandwich.co, sign up for $9 per month, bonus podcasts, early videos, video game let's plays, movie commentaries, all sorts of stuff. Even though the regular podcast is going on hiatus for a month, bonus stuff at bigsandwich.co. Once a week.
Absolutely.
New stuff. New stuff.
All sorts of new stuff going up while we're away. Plus, again,
That's right.
you mentioned, the huge back catalogue.
That's right. Get into it.
Donald Logue. He guests on all our episodes.
That's right.
Upcoming.
Yeah. He's like, I was on Terriers. And I'm like, I know.
Gotham
I love
too.
that.
Gotham.
Yeah, you were Bullock.
You were Bullock.
You were in Blade.
You're in Blade. You're in
Talk
Blade
about
2 or Blade 1. Blade 1, I think.
Blade 1, yeah,
You tell us.
They push your head against
We haven't
the train.
recorded them yet.
No, we're just going to see how we go.
We're going to
see
get
how
him.
long this lasts.
We're going to get him.
Yeah, we'll get him.
Yeah.
Folks, tell you what. Thank you to the Brood and the Bastards and Rackham for all the musical themes.
Yes.
And I'll tell you this much also. If you want a t-shirt, you go to tpublic.com for money.
Yeah.
Search for the Weekly Planet. You get t-shirts.
You can get one.
Yeah, it's been a long year.
We don't even care.
That's right. We don't care at all. You should, though. It's nice.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
Treat yourself to a t-shirt with us on it.
Yeah. That's right. We do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. Is that it?
That's everything, I think.
I mean, I just want to say thank you again to everybody for continuing to listen to this.
Yeah.
We don't...
We know it's a chore sometimes.
It must be. It'd have to be.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy doing it. I love that this is my job. I love doing this with you, Nick Mason.
Oh.
That's right.
And he pointed at me this time.
I did.
He didn't point to the poster of the guy from Pink Floyd that he's got on the
No,
wall.
that's behind you. I've moved it.
Oh, man.
But I had a hell of a year. Maybe I'll tell you all about it some other time, but like touring around and just a bunch of stuff going on. It's been good. So, and I really appreciate being like afforded the opportunity to do this. It's like, it's so freeing. I know I say this every year, but it's so freeing in my life to be able to spend time with my family and all of these. Like this is such a gift to be able to do this.
You're welcome.
And I hope it never stops because I'll have to get a real job.
We hope the grift never stops, folks.
Thank you.
And yes, we will pivot to right-wing grifting.
We'll do it in
a
heartbeat.
Doesn't matter how hard we push the other. We can just turn it around.
We can turn it around.
Doesn't matter. The left pushed us right, we'll say.
That's what they did to us. They went too woke and
That's right.
They did too many gender-neutral bathrooms.
That's right.
The bathrooms in my house aren't even gender-neutral. I've made sure I've got one for everybody.
That's right.
Yeah. That's how far I've gone.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyways, I appreciate it, and I am looking forward to a break. And we don't have to see each other for a month, I guess. But we probably will.
Yeah. We'll go to Red Rooster.
We will.
Go to Red Rooster after
Let's
this.
go right now.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Grab that gem, you guys. We'll see you in 2025.
Bye.